Hey,
Hello,
Lira.
Kakiro. How are you?
How are you, Lira?
I'm good.
Good?
Good, good. How are you?
Comfortable over there?
Well, I am. I don't know if Chili is, but
What? Who's Chili?
Chili Vanilli. No,
Chili
I'm joking.
Vanilli?
Yeah, Chili is
We
our
went
new
with
dog.
that
No, yeah, I don't know
as the
why I went with
first
that.
first way of introducing
Terrible,
her.
yeah.
Chili Vanilli.
So,
Okay, no. That's
uh,
pretty good.
let me just try to move things around so I can show Chili. Show Chili.
I can show
I can
Chili.
show Chili.
Well,
Here she is. Hi,
she has her
Chili.
Latin background,
Say
so yeah.
hi. Hello. Hello.
So so Chili has been you could say she has been a handful because
Yes.
she fits in the hand. So
And also because she's been
a handful.
a handful.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's be fair.
Yeah.
She's been very intelligent and very quick for her age.
I think so. I'm
She's
super surprised, to
yes,
be honest.
super brave too,
Very fearless.
fearless, yeah.
Yeah, for such a small breed, it's pretty amazing. I know that sounds like cliche, maybe for Chihuahuas, but it's like they overcompensate
Yeah.
because of their size. But I think it's true. It's pretty amazing.
Yes. Um
She's lightning quick. She is very, very fast, like crazy
yes.
fast.
Yes.
Her hyper moments are just a little too hyper.
Yes.
They're a little too much.
Yes, that's been a little bit complicated, I would say.
Unexpected, yes.
Yes. Well,
Unexpected.
but I mean, I think it's not bad to say complicated because I think that sometimes when people get a dog,
Yeah.
they talk about a puppy as if it was like rose tinted glasses all the time.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was in echo
You were
over there,
live, yeah.
live in, yeah. And I think that that's not true.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that, for example, happened to me.
Yeah.
And I think it's okay if that happens. Like, you realize it's not like this little, I don't know, like this little ball of cuteness and that's it.
Yeah.
But they also have different complicated moments or like
Personalities also.
personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's good to say that sometimes it's hard or it's a handful.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been really surprised. Because we live in an apartment. We can't take her out yet because she doesn't have all her
Vaccine
vaccination,
shots, is
Yeah, her
it?
shots, yeah.
Yep.
Um so she has to learn how to pee and poo in the apartment in like these mats. And I would say she's like maybe 85, 90%.
Yeah.
That's
Which is
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, because she's
Crazy.
been with us since the
Like a little
nine,
over a week.
the night of the 8th.
Yeah, a little over a week.
Yes.
It's absolutely crazy that she's that quick. The quickest dog I've helped train was a golden retriever. And they're I mean he was just
Oh, quickest as in
yeah,
intelligent.
he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
very intelligent. I if I had like math issues, I would go to him.
yeah.
And he would just be like, Let me help you." But dumbest for sure, and I'm sorry to call him dumb, but
No, I
he
mean,
was dumb. Was the Basset Hound, almost untrainable, I felt. At least the one we had.
but isn't that, I mean, I
Stubborn
know
breed.
now. Yeah, but I know now that breeds, it's like the toss of a coin. I don't know
Yeah,
how to
yeah.
say it. It's like
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, this breed is gonna be this and that,
I
which
think
is what
there's
I thought was gonna be.
I
But I
think there are
think
general rules.
yes. I mean, if they are like cazador, how do you say that? Like a hunting breed,
Yeah,
you know that they're
they
gonna
have
have like
instincts.
those
Yeah.
instincts. Yeah,
Yeah.
if they're like they were breeded to be like a lab dog, they're gonna be more of a lab dog.
Right.
But I do think that it's not like that easy to say like I want this, and this, so
And
your
you're gonna get
perfect
it.
breed is this.
Yeah, you're
Because
not.
it's
It's
not.
yeah. It's still roll of the dice.
Yes.
You kind of hope that whatever your lifestyle is can fit
Mm-hmm.
into the dog's personality. It could be like a match. and sometimes it's just not perfect, and you have to, I guess both dog and owners have to adjust. But I would say no, Chili has been perfect.
Yeah.
She's been
Since the first night,
a surprise, honestly.
she slept all the night,
Yeah,
which
she
was
can sleep
crazy
throughout
because I
the
was
night.
yeah.
It's pretty insane.
Yeah, I think it's just one night that she's been up. That
Yeah.
was last night.
Yeah, and it's just a matter of she got tired and she hadn't peed or pooed, and then you would expect her to wake up in the middle of the night
Yeah,
just
but I
to
mean,
go,
she
but-
woke up. We took her there to little like pad.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Saw you.
and we were good. Like then she
Yeah.
went to sleep, no crying, no, anything.
nothing.
So
She sleeps in her little carrying case.
yeah, she loved that thing. I
right.
mean, I went to pick her up in that, so
Yeah.
she was there in the airport,
Yeah,
and now she loves it.
yeah, and
Like when
it's
she's
perfect.
sleepy, she
I mean,
always
she's like a
goes
little
there.
ball, so she fits perfectly. Like this is not at all, um, um, like it's a space that's way like big enough for her. That's
Yeah.
totally fine. And we had to find something where we couldn't just let her sleep in a bed. I feel because she's so small and she's so like agile that if she wakes up and she starts just wandering around, she can fit in
Hurt-
places that you don't
Yeah,
imagine.
or hurt herself.
Right. So it's best, at the beginning to just have her somewhere that you can say, okay, she can get used to like sleeping here. And if she does get used to sleeping there, we could have like a bigger little kind of crate little thing, or eventually like uh
A playpen.
yeah, or some sort of bed that she can associate with, okay, I don't have to move from here. But for now, yeah, it's perfect.
No, and I think she loves it
Yeah, no,
because she's also. I mean,
happy.
she loves being like pet,
Oh yeah.
but she also loves like time alone, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
She has times that when she's not in her hyper mode, which is like, hyper.
Yeah,
like
but that's
Street
like for
Fighter
an
hyper.
hour.
Yeah. When she's like that, you can't hold her. Like if you hold her, she start to growl. She'll be like, "Arr," like let me go. But when she's kind of tired and sort of low on energy, she could like sleep in your belly for like 2 hours, and that's super cool. So you have to learn, and that's what we've been doing, just learning when we can do certain things. And
Yeah.
but we're saying all of this because in our minds, I mean, I've had dogs all my life. I guess this is the first dog I have with Danny,
Yes.
but
And it's my first dog ever.
let's say
So-
that in my life, and some of these dogs I lived with, and others I've partially lived with. They're in my mother's house, but some of them I've helped train. But I've had a Dachshund, then the Basset Hound, then a Golden Retriever, then just a little mutt dog, and Tyson was the last one in
Australian
my mother's
Shepherd.
house. Yeah, very, very challenging dog.
Well, but to
an
be honest,
Aussie Shepherd.
the Dachshund was also challenging.
Yeah, Dachshund, we didn't know.
The
Like,
Basset Hound was challenging.
well, Dachshund, we just didn't know how to train. Like, we didn't know. So she would just be in the house and just, impossible. If we cracked open the door, she would just bolt and just ran outside. And we lived in a condo. So, she, a couple of times she would go out the fence. She would just go, through the bars and out onto the street. We live like right next to the freeway. So she would go into the freeway, which is very scary. But nothing happened to her, thankfully. But yeah, she used to be very, very tough. We had like a tiny little like backyard when I was small, and she would go there. But it was different, I guess.
Mhm.
It was almost like a house dog, but not really, because when she could go out, she would just disappear. So that was like a very different experience. But from the experiences that I had, and from the last one that was me helping out like during the puppy stage of Tyson, which is the Aussie Shepherd, I mean, those are just too much. Those
Oh,
are
I remember.
yeah, those are
Because
very
I went to
difficult.
visit you when you were taking care of the puppy.
Yeah.
You never have like eye bags,
Oh
and you had,
no, I couldn't. I did never sleep. I would never
but it was
sleep.
like for more than a month.
Yeah.
Because because you were alone with the puppy and you were
Oh,
like, I can't,
house
I don't know what
covered
to
in
do.
plastic, newspaper, hoping that he, would eventually learn how to pee. He would pee everywhere.
Yeah, and I remember you
Everywhere.
were like, I can't
Nah, he
blink
would pee in bed,
because I blink
pee
and
on
he
top of me.
runs and
Nah,
pees
it
and
was like crazy. And when he
yeah.
was running, I mean, the first day he got home, he was a maniac. Like, I've never seen like a dog that's so insane. I wanted to call a priest. I was like, this dog, needs something. God help him. But no, he was very tough, very very tough. I think Chili is tough, but not even close to what Tyson was. I think it's just hard to understand like the degree of how the temperament just switches. So she can be super super chill, and then suddenly when she's got energy, it's like she is
I'm
flash.
all in. Yeah.
No, she can run like you would never be able to catch her. I don't know how much energy she has. Like maybe in long distances, she just gets winded and then she has a heart attack.
Yeah, because what I was saying is that she's this like super hyper,
Yeah,
like extremely hyper dog
yeah.
for
but in
like 30 minutes.
yeah, short sprint, she could play in the NFL. Oh, she's a wide receiver.
But then she's like,
crazy fast.
then she sleeps the rest of the day.
Yeah,
So I don't know
no.
if you can
Adult,
say
yeah,
it's
like,
a hyper dog.
She goes for a pass, the ball hits her, knocks her out, end of her career. But she's amazing. She's been amazing.
Yes.
So we haven't been able to work like I've worked, kind of like late afternoon / nights. And I tell Danny, oh Danny, could just look after her, and I'll just try to paint super quickly. So that's what we've been doing, and that's what we're seeing here. Like I kind of blocked this in last night, just to keep going. And I have like this energy and interest to try to get to identify Chili, with paint,
Mm-hmm.
which is very very cool. And I also think like we couldn't receive her as a tiny little puppy, and it's
No.
better this way because she's such a small breed.
Well, I
that
think
a
it's
small
good.
puppy has to be super fragile.
Yeah, but I think it also has like pros and cons. Because I do think that she was in a place where there were 22 more chihuahuas.
Yeah.
So she was wild.
Yeah.
So when she was 8 weeks old, which is like approximately the time in which people get a dog, so like 2 months.
Yeah. Sometimes it's more, but yes.
Yeah, but it's when she's starting to like understand the world,
Yeah.
and her world there was wild.
Yeah.
So it was like running around free with a ton of chihuahuas, and I guess they played like very hard because they were not only puppies but like adult dogs.
Oh yeah, she's got some street in her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that it's good because she's not that fragile now.
Oh, not at all. I mean,
But
I panic every time I step. I don't think I've ever stepped, as lightly as I have stepped, in the last week. Just taking a step, because you can squash her. Like you can literally squash her. Like, or if you're gonna go lie down, you're like, is she under the cushion? And it's almost like I am in panic mode when I walk. And she's so small that you don't listen to her. She's like an electric car.
ninja dog.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we've put the little
Harness?
harness on her, which has like her tag and a little charm, and it kind of jingles a
The
little
charm
bit.
is a chili.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course.
it's awesome. But it kind of jingles a little bit. First of all, we have to put that harness so she gets used to it, so we can walk her eventually. And but also it also helps for us to like to know that she's making like a sound, because if not, oh my God, you can so easily just take a step and just step on her and break her little leg, or it's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit. I've never felt that. So yeah, so that's the part that it's like totally, it's almost like life-changing. You're like, oh my God. Very quickly you realize, oh, I mean, it's a dog, but it's like a super specific dog that requires like really specific things, and you have to learn those things like. And for us, it's been like a week and a half of learning those things.
Less than a week and a half.
Yeah, so it's, little sleep, a lot of like, work, chasing her around every day. So, yeah, I mean, it's a dog.
Yeah.
People don't realize it, but when you get a dog, it changes. It changes everything.
Yeah, but
I mean, it changes as much as you want it to change. If you just want it, a dog for your backyard and you just let it, they live in the backyard and then that's it, and you walk with them in the morning, that's
No,
fine.
but if they're puppies, I think every puppy, even if you have a backyard, it's complicated. Because I do remember, for example, Tyson.
Yeah.
I mean, you had a backyard in
Yeah,
your
in my
mother's house.
Yeah.
But Tyson couldn't be in the backyard
Oh, he
at
would.
that moment.
No, and he would go desperate
Crazy.
to go
Yeah.
inside. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that a puppy is complicated, period.
And by the way, it wasn't like when I was little, it was like a tiny little sort of walled backyard. I mean, that's how it was back, when I was growing up. It's just a little space, probably the size of this room.
Mm-hmm.
And it was
oh,
all
but I'm
walled.
talking about Tyson.
Yeah, but now it's a backyard, but it's not quite a yard. It's just like a kind of low wall, and it has tiles.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just a place that, and it's outside. So I know it kind of sounds weird because I don't know if many places, I mean, in the US, it's not super common to have those sort of places. But yeah, so he even though it was outside and it's kind of enclosed space, he would go insane. He just didn't want to be there. So
give me 1 second because she's asleep now.
yeah.
So I'm going to put her in the bed.
yeah.
Now she's awake, but I'm going to put her in.
No, but I think we have like a good hour and a half, I feel. So while you do that, I think I'm going to draw. Because I've done a very loose, I did a little drawing that I wanted Danny to keep. That's like the first drawing that I did of
Yes.
Chili. And it's very...
It watered
like
my eyes. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm super cursi. I don't know if that's a thing. I'm super...
cursive.
How do you say that? I'm super cheesy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very sweet. Very, very
I liked it too. It was very. It was a lot. It's a drawing of like a personality. I feel more than thinking about a likeness or anything like that. So I did, and after that, I've done 3 paintings, and I've tried to get some character in the painting. I've tried to get some nice kind of bold brushstrokes in the painting. Last one I did, I was just playing around with. I mean, it was a very strange painting because it has nothing in it, but it's like little Chili up here, and she's casting like this really long shadow
with her bad eyes, ears. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but in that painting she has them back, so you don't see like this. That she has like fennec ears.
Yeah.
So we've established she's like very cat-like in some ways. So I told Danny she has like ears like a fennec. But she's like a hyena for some reason. Like her neck kind of stretches.
Yeah.
And because she's like a blue merle, she has like all these spots.
I think it's called blue merle and tan. Because she has some tan.
Yeah. So she has, she looks very hyena-like a very non-threatening hyena, to be honest.
Yeah.
But and she has like this little, almost like rodent-like face. It's pretty amazing. It's fascinating.
And she walks like a deer.
Oh, and she hops.
Yeah.
She has these little hops, and she just runs with her 2 little feet.
Yeah,
up
very
front.
elegant.
She has like a Westminster run.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping we can get some money out of Chili.
Well, no, because we would have
she's got to
to.
pull her weight. I mean, she weighs like 2 pounds, but she has to start. I mean, come on. You can't just be an expense here. We work.
We would have to train her.
We work.
A ton for that.
She's got to
So-
put in the hours.
No, we would
Future
be the
champion.
ones that need to train. with
Future
her.
champion. No, so she's amazing. But, what I'm trying to say is like I've tried to, through these different paintings, just try to get that initial reaction that we have as like sensitive, sensible human beings. and do that through painting. So I'm gonna try to draw here, honestly, with the not with the sake of not trying to just better my drawing, because I don't really care about that. But I just want to get, I just want to have time to investigate her a little bit more. And there's a sense of urgency, I guess, in these paintings that I've been doing, um, because she's not going to be a puppy. Like her hair is going to change a little
Yeah,
bit.
she's shedding. She's shedding since she was 8 weeks. So before she was more like a
Like a fuller.
like a full
Yeah.
like fur ball, but now
Yeah.
she's like elongated with less hair.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Disgusting.
No,
But
I mean it's sad.
I'm
I mean I
kidding.
think it's super cute, but
Oh,
sad.
it's
Because
amazing.
in long hair Chihuahuas, this stage is called ugly puppy
Oh,
stage,
she's not ugly. She's
which
beautiful.
I think she's beautiful.
Absolutely
Yeah.
beautiful.
So
But I wanted, puppies change so much. It's like, I mean, it's like anything in life, any living, thing, object. I mean, any living being that you are observing. With the passage of time, there's like so many changes and so many shifts, and she's gonna have so many proportion changes. I mean, she's not gonna be this size and then like a Great Dane, but she is gonna change. And so I kind of feel that if I don't get enough time, like if I don't hurry up and don't get enough painting in, like I'm gonna miss this stage, and I'm not gonna have too many things to not remember her by, as in like thinking of the painting as the object that aids remembrance, but remember her by in terms of like an experience. Like I know that every time I like paint, I am shaping a memory, and that's what I hold on to. But I think it's a memory that doesn't really need the painting. It's not as if we just need to look at these paintings as if you're looking at a photo album and with the hopes of trying to remember. I think that there's, when done properly, although I don't like to, I mean, I said it, but I don't know if that's the proper way to say it. But I think when you engage with painting in a certain manner, it's almost like there's no need for the painting afterwards. The painting, the experience that you've gathered doesn't really require the actual painting, the physical painting, to be kind of like ignited or to be activated. To activate those memories, you don't really need the painting, because
yeah, so it's like the painting is the tool for exercising the memory muscle, or
yeah,
how
but
are
it's
you
a
trying
different
to?
sort of painting. Like it's a different sort of memory, because like I'll remember, let's say this, I'll remember something that you were wearing if I painted. But in my day to day, like I watched you, like I'm looking at the painting, so I can't. You're in the back.
Yeah.
You're behind me, so I can't see you now. And I remember, like if I close my eyes, I think I remember that you have like creamy, sort of something creamy,
Yeah.
like top and bottom creamy, and then you have like a jacket. But I don't.
No,
But I don't remember.
shirt.
Yeah, I don't remember. So
What's
because
the
I don't
color
really.
of the shirt? I wanna.
Yeah, because I don't care about clothes, so I don't remember.
Mhm.
But if I paint it, oh, I remember. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna paint your shoes, and I'm gonna remember the character of those
So it's like the
shoes, for
method
sure.
you use to remember,
I
or like a
I think it's
way of focusing on the things you want to remember.
I think it's just that if you create like this experience parallel to the act of painting, where you're in just such deep, like a deep sense of observation, it's very weird. Like the closest thing, I mean, I'm sure you could just sort of categorize it as memory, but like memory building, but it almost feels different as when I'm trying to remember things. Like I'll remember when I do brushstrokes. If I look at a painting, I'll remember a brushstroke. It's very strange. Like I'll look at the painting and I'll be like, "Oh, I remember when I did that brushstroke." And it's different. I don't know, it's different. I guess because I'm sure, like what do you call the ones that come from smell? Olfactory, maybe? I'm just
Well, in English, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just trying to like I'm using Spanish and just horribly translating it. But let's say I'm guessing that all those sensitive, sensorial. I don't know. I'm making up words now.
Olfaction? The
Oh,
sense of smell
okay.
or
Yeah.
olfaction?
Olfactory then, I think. I
Olfaction?
think that's the word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing that those memories are very different from visual memory
Mm-hmm.
or, hearing memory, like memory that you can, I don't know. I think they occupy a different space. Like when you hear something,
Yeah.
maybe it's just a different compartment in your brain. When you taste something, it just,
Yes, and I think there's people that are more sensible to one
oh, for
or other
sure. Or people
sense.
that exercise one, for example, the hearing impaired or visually impaired.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that their other senses are just like highly, highly exercised.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, who knows how those memories feel to them? It must be pretty amazing. But I think painting, it's almost like a different, yeah, I don't know. It's a different way of creating like this exchange that obviously generates like a memory. So that's kind of what I'm more interested in, rather than just saying I just want to make chili paintings. It's more of like, oh, I don't want to miss this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And my idea of not missing this moment is making a painting. So I don't know. Anyways, but
No, that's nice.
yeah. So we're gonna draw a little bit on top of this. This is still fresh. I mean, I still use the fast drying white,
Mm-hmm.
and this was painted. I mean, there's some because the other paintings I've been using the 4-color palette, like titanium white, yellow ochre, cad red, and black. And this one I did use my more extended palette. So there is white, yellow ochre, cad red, alizarin, raw umber, which I didn't use too much, and ultramarine blue. I found myself using a ton of combination of blue, red, and yellow, and obviously white. So it was more of a strange kind of primary color palette. But that's why you can get those kind of purpley hues
Mhm.
here. What else? I mean, I didn't push other hues, to be honest, but it does feel a little more expanded than the other ones. But yeah, so let's sorry about that kind of really long introduction.
No, why?
No, because we hadn't been back after getting Chili Willy, so so it deserved like a little introduction
Proper
slash
introduction.
yeah
Yeah.
slash explanation of what we're doing. And I don't know, maybe it's chili. It's gonna be chili for throughout all the next year.
Chili content.
Yeah, and people are gonna be like, okay, stop it. Or
That
maybe
dog
maybe
again.
we just paint dogs. Maybe I just become like a dog painter. 2023, the year I do dog commissions, and
Yeah.
Which I would be totally fine with, by the way. I've never contemplated that, but now that I'm painting chili, I'm like, okay, yeah, I could, fancy painting a bunch of dogs or pets. No, let's say dogs. Let's keep it dogs. I don't know if I can train myself to care for cat painting.
I think you could.
No, I don't know, Danny.
It's very curious because I think that Chili is very
Very cat-like.
cat-like.
Yeah, I'm nervous, to
Me
be
too.
honest. Sometimes I think like life sent us a dog that's like a cat
Yeah.
because we were like, oh, we're not
We don't
cat
we don't
people.
want cats. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not cat people. That's crazy people.
I mean, she's very much a dog in tons of things, but she's like a cat in some other things. I do
Yeah.
remember a friend of mine when she had a cat, like a little kitten.
yeah,
This kitten was wild. It would have like wild moments. Well, but it was like another type of wild. I remember the kitten would just like climb to the couch
yeah.
and then go to the cortinas. How do I say that?
Curtains.
Curtains, and then slide with the
Curtains.
nails.
Oh, great.
So like shh.
Oh, great. Yeah.
And then you'd try to catch her and she would run in loops and loops. But I think that Chili has, like, in a dog way,
She's very kitten-like.
this
Yeah.
kitten, yeah, like this
Has
kitten,
that kitten energy.
yeah.
Kitten vibes. I know. That's why. That's what we get. That's what we get for saying all those things.
Yeah. Life was like, you wanted a dog? Here you have a mix.
Yeah.
Even when I was traveling with her in the airport.
Yeah.
I mean, I think because of the colors and the size,
Yeah.
and
Oh, I'm
people
sure-
were like
yeah, people
seeing it
thought it was a
through
cat, right?
through the back. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, is it a cat?" But then I would take her out, and they were like, "Well, no, is it a dog?
I mean,
It's
it's
so
not
small."
a monster.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, it's a dog." So let's say hi.
Please, yes.
Norberto Perez was sending some dinosaur emojis. Hey, Norberto.
Hola, Norberto.
Fernanda Uribe
What? Fer?
estaba mandando corazoncitos, caritas felices y
Fer, go
saludos.
take a shower. Jesus Christ. They're in the room next door,
Yeah.
by the way.
Alejandra Ardila dice, hola, qué belleza Chili.
Ay, la chile, Alejandra.
Hola, Alejandra. Meora was sending a chili emoji.
By the way, Alejandra,
Mhm,
she's one of my former students, friend, colleague, painter,
mhm,
teacher also.
mhm,
Danny, if we could share her Instagram.
mhm.
Alejandra is doing, digital commissions for portraits of anything you want painted. She's doing painting commissions if you want to commission a painting also. I think she's, terribly talented. So if you want anything for this Christmas, nice Christmas present, if you want to help an artist out, please check her work out. And she's a fantastic person, really terrible skater. And that's it. She's a really good skater, but
Have you ever tried to skate?
I think once, and I realized that the only thing that I can do well in life is painting.
I think it's very complicated to skate.
I realized that, you know how people say they have like a low center of gravity or, stuff like that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have a center of gravity. So I think I defy gravity. No, or I think I'm gravity. I don't know. I don't even know what I was going with that. But no. I don't know. Maybe it's because my femur is small.
Okay.
We've already identified that my femur
Mm-hmm.
is like freakishly small.
Well, not freakishly.
I think I would say
No, I
freakishly.
don't say that.
Yeah, I think my ancestors would be, carnival material. Come see the freakishly. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Let's see. 'Cause it took me a bit to so this is Alejandra's Instagram. Mm. There you go.
We got it?
Yeah.
Thank you, Danny.
No, don't worry.
Danny Alira.
I'm just like I'm here, but I'm just trying to see if Chili's okay, but she's like fully asleep. So
Oh, and if she can get used to just the sounds
over
of just
voice.
life and,
You
and
know-
then sleep, great.
I mean, she has barked, of course, because she's a dog. But I think she's heard a ton of things and she's not like crazy barking at everything.
No.
I mean, because
She's-
we have a park right in front, and in our living room, we have like floor to ceiling windows. So you can hear the people in the park.
Oh, yeah, cars, everything.
Yeah, she does. She does not care. Sometimes she does. She barks like twice, 3 times, and then she stops.
Yeah, and there's like other dogs in the building, and sometimes she'll listen to those dogs barking and she'll bark back.
Yeah, I think when she listens to that, she would just like put her ears up.
Oh, she perks
Just
her
like-
ears
yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's amazing. She's got like bat ears.
Yeah.
So you can totally sense that she is learning so much. Like she's feeding herself so much information through just of course like smelling stuff, but her ears must be amazing.
Yeah. Meora was sending a chili emoji, a dog emoji, and some heart emojis. Hey Miora, how are you? Prince Barebones was saying good morning, everyone. Hello, Prince
Good morning. Good
Barebones.
morning.
Aaron Gall was sending some chili emojis. I love that there's a chili emoji.
Oh, it was meant for her.
Yeah. Sergi Arts dice hola.
Hola,
Hola
Sergi.
Sergi, ¿qué tal? Fernanda Uribe manda un chili y corazones.
Fer a bañarse.
Ricard was saying hello. Hey Ricard, how are you? And Ricard was also sending a dog emoji and a chili emoji. Javi Hav was saying hello, hi, good morning.
Javi too.
Happy to have you here,
Yeah.
Javi. Carla Gómez dice Chili Willy.
Chili Willy.
Chili Willy, sí.
¿Sabes quién era Chili Willy?
No.
Chili Willy era un pingüino que era
Ah.
de El pájaro loco. Era como de las mismas personas que hicieron El pájaro loco. Chili Willy. Un pingüinito con un beanie.
Well, I googled Chili Willy
Yeah.
and it says, I just see images of horses
Okay.
and it says Chili Willy has competed in dozens of international competitions all over the world.
Okay.
So I think Chili Willy is on, ¿cómo se dice? Equine?
A horse?
No, o sea, equino.
Okay, but you're going
Like
a little
a-
too sophisticated saying
equine-
equine.
Equine star.
Equine.
That's what I wanted to say.
Oh, okay.
She's an equine star. Oh,
Equine.
this one's Chili Willy. Yeah.
That's Chili Willy. There you go.
Yeah.
Not an equine star.
Well, also an equine star.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. I don't know if Chili Willy has won the Triple Crown.
No. Well, but I think that Chili, with her energy,
Oh, she could beat
she
like
could.
I think she's faster than a horse. Give her again, in a sprint, like from standing position. I think a dog beats a horse from like what do you call that? Like a dead start?
Yeah, I don't know how to call that.
Like a dead start. Like on your mark, get set. After galloping, I'm sure a horse is like way faster than a dog. But well, actually, is it way faster than a greyhound? Like how much faster is a greyhound and the fastest horse? Could you look? Fastest greyhound versus fastest horse. I'm interested actually. I don't think it's that different.
So fastest recorded greyhound speed,
Yeah?
45 miles per hour.
Oh no, a horse kills it then.
Yeah. And a horse, 88 kilometers
Yeah.
per hour.
88 kilometers?
It says, yeah.
So around 60 something miles.
Well, but 45 miles per hour for a dog?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Who can catch that dog? No one.
Not even Mbappe.
No.
No. Nobody can. No, not a human being can't run that fast. Not
You-
even close.
Are whippets also super fast? Do you know that?
I know that the fastest is the greyhound for sure.
Let's see.
They're just built for running, so. And a whippet is just like a tiny greyhound, so. But I don't think they run them.
Oh, yeah, greyhounds. Let's see. Greyhounds. Saluki, which I have no idea.
No, never heard of
Afghan
that breed.
hounds.
Yeah,
Visla.
never heard of that.
Ibiza hound.
Are they all? Do
Whippets.
they all look the same? Are they all like the lanky sort
Yeah.
of? Okay.
Whippet. So, yeah, they do run
Okay.
a lot. Borsoi
Okay. Yeah.
and a Dalmatian. And
Oh,
a
so-
Jack Russell Terrier.
Oh, those are yeah.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh,
And a
yeah.
Border Collie then.
Yeah.
that's the
Too
top
much
10.
energy though.
Yeah. Well, but I know. I mean, yes, but now we have Chili and we know
No,
that.
that's not even close to like a shepherd energy. Oof. Or like a Jack Russell Terrier. They are hyper. They're hyper all the time, I feel. Like Chili is just like, I'm out. Chili, I think it's just her size. She needs so much energy to be hyper. Then she's just like, I'm out of energy.
Yeah.
Like I can give you You know, she's like this tiny little drug. Like I can give you an hour
Yeah.
and then I'm out.
Which is also great because I mean, I Googled.
Yeah.
I have Googled a lot of things.
A lot, yes.
But I Googled and they say that a Chihuahua usually needs like 20 minutes of full energy.
Yeah.
So you can like take her for a walk or play with her or do something like that and then they will sleep. Because I remember the first couple of days we were kind of scared because we thought that she was sleeping too much.
Yeah.
And you Googled that when they are puppies, they can sleep up to 18 hours.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think she sleeps about 18 hours.
I would say 16-ish more.
Yeah. But then she has like 1 hour, 1 hyper hour.
She has like a little hyper hour in the morning and then hyper hour, I would say, at night.
Yeah, but the thing is that we're playing fetch with her at night,
Yeah.
which I realized makes her super hyper. So
Yeah.
I think we can't do that late. I mean, it's not late, it's like 6 p.m.
Yeah, Danny,
But
that's
Then
okay.
she stays like hyper.
You're
so-
just denouncing the geriatric, nature of our
Yeah.
house.
Well, but it is what it is. So, let's see.
It's like it's too late. There's it's still sun outside.
Prince Barebones was saying, when we got our puppy at the beginning of the year, we didn't realize how much energy a puppy had. I have always been used to adult dogs.
Yeah.
Our pup is part cattle dog / husky.
Oof.
So I feel the eye bags. So tough.
Oh, wow. Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Anything that's kind of meant for shepherding or just running.
Yeah.
So if you have
Just-
like a shepherd and a husky, oh my God.
Yeah.
That is tough.
And I also think, I mean, Chili has been like biting things and running and whatever. But in my head, it's always like, okay, she's tiny. So she's not doing like
Major
huge
damage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, she peed. And it's like this little,
Oh, yeah.
like if
nothing.
you spilled a little bit of water in the floor. And that's it.
Yeah, and what she eats? I mean, she eats like two
Nothing,
little
yeah.
pellets of food, and she's like, "Oh, I'm full."
Yeah, and her
Like, look at my
belly is
belly.
like, yeah.
It's like she's about to explode with like. She eats about, I don't even know, like a quarter of a cup, maybe.
Yeah.
Like an eighth of a cup. And after she eats, I mean, she gobbles everything down. But after she eats, she's like, I can't move.
Yeah.
Like her belly, she goes from like, oh my God, I can see your ribs, Chili. Like we're not doing something right because you look skinny. Then she has like one meal.
Yeah.
And it's
she's
like, Chili, lose
"I'm
some
out."
weight.
Yeah.
Chili, what the hell? Like, get some exercise.
Yeah. Prince Barebone said, dogs are crepuscular, which means they are most active in the mornings and evenings, which explains her energy at those times. I called it the witching hour. Haha.
Oh,
Eh.
yeah. That's the hour where we bitch also a lot. Bitchin' hour.
And they were
Um,
also saying, yeah, our boy wants to go, especially in the snow, but he's learned to calm himself after a lot, all in caps, a lot of training.
Oof.
He's currently snoozing on the couch with me. He loves
Awesome.
listening to you too.
Oh, awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I want to do training with Chili.
Do you want to do it or have somebody else train her?
Well, I have the
Video?
video. Yeah, like a training video. So I think I could do that. And our friend Leech told us that he did that and it was very effective for his dog.
Yeah.
So maybe I could try that. Or if I can't do that, I think I would call someone or go to like training classes. Because I do think that it would not only help us, but the dog too.
Sure.
So, yes. So I want to train Chili. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it alone or if I would need help, but I'm up for whatever I need.
Oh, nice.
Mm,
Best of luck, Danny Alita.
okay. That's
That's all my
a way
support.
of saying that
All the support you're gonna
you're
get.
not going to train her.
No. I'm more of an empirical trainer.
Well, yeah, but if I tell you, okay, now she knows how to sit.
Oh, then I'll follow
can-
the rules that you
Yeah.
set for Chili to
Because
sit.
in the training videos I saw,
Yeah.
they were talking about how important it's not only the training but the conditioning. So it's
Okay.
like you can train them the word sit and they can sit. But if you don't condition that train, so if you don't do it repeatedly, they don't like interiorize it and they don't always do it. So
Mhm.
it's very important to not only train it but like keep telling them to do that thing.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Uh, let's
Sir, ma'am.
see. Julián Cabrera dice,
Julián.
hello Nico, Dani, Chili and everyone.
¿Qué dice Julián?
Hola Julián, ¿qué tal? Darían Gallardo dice, hola a toda la
Darian
familia
Gallardo.
OPL. Hola Darían. Let me see. I want to check something out. Because, for me, I think it's curious because in the US, there's a lot of like group training for dogs.
Yeah?
But here in Colombia, I think there's like a one-on-one training.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any
No.
like any group training, which I think is very useful for the dogs too, to see
To socialize with
different
other
dogs.
dogs?
Yes. Gav, so Katia was saying, hi, couldn't miss this. Hi, Katia.
We barely love you.
How are you? I know that Katia was excited for Chili. Katia was asking about the breed. There was a lot of people curious about the breed. Maybe
Mhm.
because of the colors.
Yeah?
I think it's not that usual to see long-haired Chihuahua with that colors.
Yeah.
Even the vet told us. I think they're common in other places, but not here. No?
I hadn't seen a dog like this, to be honest. I mean, that's not what makes her special. She's
Of
special.
course
Even
not.
if she was
No,
like
of
butt
course
ugly,
not.
she would be special. But I think it's pretty amazing. Yeah.
She's not butt ugly. She's bat ugly.
Bat ugly. Yeah.
Yeah. Robin Sita West 13 was saying
Robin
woohoo
Cita.
and a heart emoji. Hey Robin Sita, how are you? So I've had a lot of Chihuahua content
Yeah.
thanks to Robin Sita.
She ruined your Instagram.
Well,
Now everything that Instagram suggests now, it's like
It's
thank you,
Chihuahuas.
Robin.
yeah. Let's see. Veliko Turic was saying, hello guys, Chili is so cute and small. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very small. Patricio Juárez dice, hola, ¿cómo va?
¿Qué hubo,
Hola,
Patricio?
Patricio. ¿Cómo va, Patricio? Master of Glass dice, hola, soy un artista de 24 años en Bogotá y hasta ahora estoy entrando, en el mundo del arte. Me encontré con un dilema y es que existe esta idea del artista y otra que es el arte comercial. Me fui a vender mis obras en galerías y en estos espacios solo quieren comprar flores, caballos, paisajes por precios regalados, $35, lo cual ni cubre lo de los materiales. Es muy triste ser artista en Colombia.
Pero nosotros somos artistas en Colombia y lo que pasa es que, digamos que mi origen sí es, aunque yo estudié por fuera, yo luego volví acá y yo trabajé específicamente con 2 galerías mientras, digamos, me desarrollaba como artista joven. Y sí, es difícil encontrar una galería que sea coherente con la intención que tiene uno con su trabajo y que tengan un mercado que pueda como ser saludable para ambas partes, o sea, que la galería pueda sostenerse y que uno sienta que le están pagando lo que uno merece, pues sí, eso digamos que es complejo, es como encontrar ahí como esa sinergia perfecta. Pero se puede, yo creo que se puede. Y yo creo que en Bogotá hay muchísimos sitios que son muy bonitos en términos del el tipo de arte joven, digamos en particular,
Sí.
usted que es una persona de 24 años, el tipo de arte joven que promueven. Que hay galerías comerciales que sí, que quieren cosas regaladas y que tienen como un mercado para cierto tipo de obras, seguro, pero eso es en toda parte del mundo. toda,
Sí.
toda parte del mundo. De pronto toca, ¿cómo se llama la persona? Discúlpame.
Ya te digo, perdón.
Maestro de vidrio, algo así.
Master of Glass, sí.
Eso es. Eh, de pronto toca buscar un poquito más, como ir a más inauguraciones, hablar con curadores o directores de las galerías, directoras de galerías, para ver o si de pronto aquí en Bogotá sigue la obra de alguien que le gusta, escríbales y digan, oiga, ¿usted dónde está mostrando ahora? O si ve que tiene una exposición en alguna galería acá, pues vaya a esa galería y diga, uy, o sea, si se da cuenta que muchas de las obras son
Como afines,
similares,
sí.
afines, exacto, como dice Dani, a lo que usted hace, pues es muy probable que en ellos pueda tener como un hogar bien bonito para su trabajo. Entonces toca
Ujú.
empezar a buscar harto.
Sí. Emily Hughes Art was saying, I never clicked so fast. What a cutie. And a heart emoji. And Emily was saying, I had a jingle bell on my miniature Dachshund collar. Collar?
Yeah, color.
For the first year I had her for the same reason. I always knew where she was.
Oh, it's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying. I had never been through that with a dog. So I was backing up when we were in the kitchen one day and I felt her. I didn't step on her, of course, but
No.
I felt her on my leg, like on my gemelo, ¿cómo se dice? I don't know, like my shin.
Mhm.
And I was horrified. Like I almost died that moment because if I had taken another step, I probably would have stepped on her.
Mhm.
So I had to like balance myself on the kitchen table.
Yeah, you did like a little growl,
Oh my
weird sound. You're
God,
like,
no,
oh.
I just like Chili's life, flashed through my eyes and I was horrified.
Yeah, and I remember like, what happened? Because I told you like, what happened? And you were like, no, I thought I was gonna step on Chili. But I think now it's easier, as we were saying, with the little harness
Oh, but it's
thing.
still, yeah, still you have to be so careful. Like we've told Samu and Fer, just look down.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
go
also-
forward, always go forward.
Yeah,
Like don't back up.
yeah,
Don't walk back. Look forward and look down. Like walk forward but look down all the time. Which
And-
sounds crazy, but it's like it's the only way I think that we can do this.
yeah. I also think that it's complicated because she's so fast
Yeah.
that you can see that she's in the living room, and then you walk to the kitchen and you don't realize that she's just there in the kitchen,
Oh, she could, yeah,
like
you're
staring
right.
at you.
Sometimes it's like,
You're like, whoa.
oh, she's right there across the, living room.
Yeah,
And you're like, I'm going to make myself some tea. What are you doing here?
yeah,
It's like, how did you get here?
yeah, in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like teleporting.
Yeah. Emily, and your miniature dachshund is how is he or she now? Like full grown? Because I know that they can be super tiny when they are miniature dachshunds. They could be like kind of a chihuahua size. So, I mean, look at this, Coco. This is like the
Oh, they're
miniature.
kind of- yeah,
Look.
They're, proportions are, well,
Yes.
not proportions, but their size is very similar.
Yeah. And I want to know, Emily, how is your miniature dachshund in the park with other dogs? I'm curious about that.
Oh, yeah, that's going to horrify me.
I'm
also.
curious / nervous. No, but we have to do it because I know that you have to, in all caps, socialize a Chihuahua.
Yeah, we can
So-
start with the other family dogs, I
Yeah,
feel.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think that's the best way.
Well, but the complicated thing is that they always say that it's better if you do it like in a neutral territory, so they don't get defensive. So I think we could do that.
But I think none of the dogs, like Tyson is just so mellow now,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like he's not territorial at all.
No.
He's like a ball of like fur and that's it. Kata's dog, which by the way, this is a whole different story. We're not gonna get into it, but he was lost for a couple of days.
Yes.
And then it was this horrible thing where people were asking for money for the dog. I mean, it's terrible. But now the dog is finally with my sister. And that's amazing. But it was like terrible couple of days.
Hmm.
And it happened exactly when we were getting chili. So
Which
were
was terrible because
Oh,
I
it's
remember
horrible.
traveling And I remember I was in a plane and I was like, I don't know if I feel excited about Chile because I also feel very bad about all the situation. So I can't
Yeah.
be like fully happy.
I know.
It was
I was
so,
struggling too.
yeah, it was so weird.
I was struggling too. It was terrible.
Yeah.
My sister was nice because she would ask about
Yeah.
like Chile and
All the
everything.
time. Yeah.
But I knew she was like dying. I mean, it was terrible.
Yeah.
But so the dog that we got for her, he's gonna be a year old, or he's already a year old.
No, I think he's going to be.
No, I think he's December. Don't
No,
you remember?
no. Because remember, we
Born
couldn't.
December.
Mm,
Yeah, I think he was born December or January. So I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
I think December. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you're right.
yeah, so he's gonna be a year old, but he looks like a gigantic puppy.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, because it's an Alaskan Malamute.
an Alaskan Malamute, long hair.
Mute?
Malamute.
Malamute?
Yeah.
A red? Because I know that the color is red.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely. He's a gorgeous dog.
But he's humongous.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, he acts like a puppy still, so I don't know if, like, he can just squash Chili.
Yeah.
Like, if he starts playing around with her, I think he can just immediately squash her.
Yeah.
So I'm nervous with him. With Tyson, I feel that he's, he won't.
No,
Like-
the only thing you need to have, I think, is like a leash in both dogs so you can have control.
Oh, I don't know. That's going to happen.
So they kind of know that they're going to like sniff each other and know that it's okay.
Yeah, I'm
So-
horrified. I'm very nervous. I've never felt that with a dog.
No, but it has to happen. I mean,
Yeah, but it doesn't make it less horrifying.
Liad was saying,
Leah.
what, you're back? Hi, chat. Hey, Liad. Yes, we're back. We're back. Because we were back, but then we were out for Chile, and now we're back. So, yes, we're back.
Let's hope.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, hi, Danny and Nico. Hi, chat.
Marcelo.
This is so cool.
Marcelo.
I have the exact same reference photo that I took when we rescued one of our cats, Sauron,
Yeah.
between
Lord
my
of the
legs.
Rings, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I love that. It was just, it's so. With the last painting I did, I was hoping that there was a sense of Chili's size based on the proportion
Mhm.
that it occupied on the paper, that she occupied on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
But there was nothing else to like gauge like the real proportion. And so this is the first one because the little drawing was just Chile, and then the three paintings that I've done were just like all Chilean atmosphere. And this is the first one that you go like, oh, there's Chile right next to something, so we can kind of understand like how little she is. So it's very cute. I mean, I'm struggling because not struggling because I don't really care, but I think a lot of these paintings are just gonna be cute, but I don't care. Honestly, like I don't
Well, but
care.
I mean, it's a puppy, so it's always gonna be cute.
Yeah, I don't care. Like I honestly, in my mind, I'm not even trying of like I'm not even thinking of like, oh, let's do a painting, like a proper painting. I'm just thinking of like, oh, this is like, oh, look at her, she's so tiny, or oh, look at her, like she's doing this, projecting this shadow,
Mm-hmm.
or oh, look at her, she looks like. In the second one I did of her, that's I really really like it. Somebody said, "Oh my God, this is so amazing, but so sad," and they were like, "She looks like the Grinch's dog,"
Yeah.
because she looks kind of miserable, you know.
No,
her,
but I
her
love-
kind of tail tucked in, and she's kind of looking
And her
down.
gaze. Yeah.
But trust me, like Chili is super super happy. She'll
Yeah.
have those moments that all I'm doing is just hoping that I can capture like a little bit of her personality. But yeah, so these days, these upcoming days, I'm sure, and I'm positive that future paintings are just gonna revolve around like the wonderment of seeing like this little creature grow. So hopefully people like that, but honestly I don't know if I care if people if people go like, oh, we're tired of the dog, I'd be like, okay, but I'm not tired of painting her, so
Yes.
you know.
Um, and Marcelo was also saying, I'm really enjoying this Chile series. Great,
Thank
we
you.
get to watch the first one live.
Yeah, it's been like we were saying, it's been tough to try to match. It's been tough to identify Chile's schedule
Mm-hmm.
and then to have her maintain, like, kind of keep that schedule, so we kind of know all, like, okay, these are the hours that she does this, this is the hour that she does this, and then us saying, okay, can we work now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, when is the moment that we can work? So, and it was important that we work, because Danny has been super kind that I can work like late afternoon slash night,
Mm-hmm.
but the idea is to always work, Danny and myself. And if there's a Chili cameo, then that's great. But the idea is that we can work together all the time.
Yes. And also I think I have to buy like a gate or something cuz Chili is like a vacuum.
Oh,
So
she will
anything
eat
that's in the
anything.
floor, she would eat it.
Yeah, we were never so conscious of like specks of
Like all the
anything.
debris. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we were like, oh, that's just a tiny little crumb. I'm gonna, take the broom out and just like pick that up, and oh no,
She sees everything.
she will pick anything up.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so I think I
have to be
I
careful with the arsenic. I mean, it's just terrible.
I think I have to get a gate for carving cuz I can't
Oh,
do
the
it right now.
little chips, yes.
Yeah. Cuz she would eat them all.
Oh,
And
I'm
even if
sure.
I try to, I mean, because I think you've seen that I try to maintain them in one area, but I can't.
Oh no, no. I mean, if you're just cutting, it'll
Yeah, they
just
just like
go.
fly around.
Yeah, it'll
So,
just go wherever they want to go.
yeah. So I think I have to get that before carving.
Again,
Mm,
adjustments.
yes.
We have to adjust many things in our life, and I think we kind of knew that, but now it's like the practical execution of knowing something. It's
Yeah,
just
because
like,
I mean, when you have something in theory, you don't really know how it's going to be. That's why at the beginning of the video I was talking about, of the live stream, I'm sorry, I was talking about how different it was the idea of getting a puppy
yeah,
than the reality of having a puppy,
yep,
which I think that happens to a lot of people, maybe because of how people always refer in a loving way about getting a puppy, which, don't get me wrong, of course it's full of love, but it also have times where you are like super overwhelmed, or that you can be stressed, sleep deprived, tons of things. So I think it's not like this all rose thing,
yeah,
which I thought it was going to be.
yeah.
So,
When they get, I've told you, like, when right now it's like everything. It's like, at the beginning stage, you are understanding how your life is meeting this other life, and
mhm.
it's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And especially if this other life is kind of not helpless. I think Chili is like amazing, um but she depends a lot on us for a ton of things.
Mhm.
So, when that chapter of her life kind of passes and she starts to recognize that her life is going to be here, eventually a dog is like the most amazing company. It is. I don't think there's anything quite like the company that a dog can offer. I really don't think so. So this is the kind of tough moment, but then, after a year, after, a year and a half, dogs are just, incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible. So we have to suffer through this.
No, and I was like researching again
Uh-huh.
before we got Chili, and the toy breeds, like the breeds that are used to be tiny, they get to adulthood very quickly, like between 10 months and 12 months. So it's also nice to think, okay, it's been hard, but as you were saying at the beginning, she's going to be a puppy just once. And I
Yeah.
think it's also a beautiful stage
Oh,
just to
it's
see like this
amazing.
little thing running around and like bumping into things
And
because she's so
learning,
tiny.
learning a ton of things.
Yeah.
It's incredible. It's
Yes.
incredible watching things grow, like living things grow.
Mhm.
I don't know if there's anything more fascinating than that. It's just because it's the nature of our world where things just, you know, born and they develop and then they die. But that moment where you realize like that these living beings are just constantly learning and morphing and changing, and it's amazing.
Yes.
Absolutely amazing. I don't know. And it can happen with like even you are like, I mean, I have to say, like, I don't care that much for plants in an apartment setting, like in an indoor setting.
Mhm.
I love looking at foliage and in nature. But if somebody has a plant in an apartment, I'm usually not. I wouldn't say I'm like moved by plants in an apartment. That's just me. I'm super respectful for people that love their plants. But even we have a plant that we have noticed that it answers to neglect in the most beautiful way.
It's not neglect.
I mean,
I mean, I love plants, but I'm not that good taking care of plants. I don't know why. I always forget to water them. But we have one that I water like once a week or once
Oh,
every 2 weeks.
yeah, I'm gonna say two, Danny. Better.
And it's like the best plant ever. Like my sister was even asking because she has one. She and her girlfriend have one in their house. And they were like, how are you doing? Like, what are you doing to this plant? Because it's so beautiful. And Nicolas was like, she's neglecting the plant. Because, yeah, I mean, sometimes I forget, sometimes I don't, but she's grown super beautiful. I mean, it's like super tall.
Yeah. You know how people say, "Oh, you have to talk to your plants"? I think our plant loves silence.
Yeah.
Or loves that you just don't really acknowledge her.
Or listening to our bad jokes.
Yeah, or maybe
Maybe
she's just
that's
a
it.
listener. She's an introvert.
Yeah.
And she is just like, yeah, this is what I need. This is all I need from you guys. Don't give me more. Like, don't suffocate me with attention.
Yeah.
I don't want attention.
I mean, I even remember when my sister gave the plant to me. It had like a tiny little plant
Like a bud.
to the side. Yeah. Now it's taller than the plant that she gave me.
Yeah.
It's so tall, so tall.
And we haven't done anything.
No, and now there's a third plant that's like growing.
Yeah.
So maybe
And
I
we
have
don't-
to repot
we don't
them
water
or
it. We don't put anything in there.
not water.
Yeah, it's like water. Well, she is right next to a window that it doesn't get direct sunlight.
Just in the morning, like
But
very
not even
early.
direct sunlight.
Very early.
Yeah,
I think
don't
it
know.
does.
Honestly, I think this is one of the most chill plants ever.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just let me be.
Yeah.
Let me be. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll be totally fine.
And now Chili has found a way to climb,
Yeah, she's
That
gonna
pot,
destroy the plant.
and she's just like taking because I realized she does not like the plant, but she likes the soil in the
Oh, okay.
plant. So she just like takes a bite and
So that's gonna be the
Put
end
it
of the
outside.
plant.
no,
One living being.
for the
Or how-
other,
yeah.
no.
It's like this apartment is too small for the two of us.
Kurajami 22 was saying, hey, just wanted to say that the book turned out great and I really enjoy it. Oh, thank you, Kurayami. That's so cool. We're
Thanks
so
so
happy
much.
that you received it and that you're enjoying it.
Kurayami es mexicano? No era mexicana, mexicano?
No sé.
No,
No creo.
no.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Estoy especulando, acordándome.
Liat was saying it's called the Sumis when they run around like crazy.
Oh my god.
I want to see. Is there a reason why they do this? Like a special reason why they do this? Because, I mean, she's done that like twice.
Yeah.
Not too much.
No,
But-
no.
Mm.
I mean, aside from us giving her ecstasy in her water.
Ay, Nicolas,
So,
those jokes are
aside from
terrible.
that, is there just any other reason?
It says Sumis is a slang term for a sudden burst of hyperactivity by a dog, cat, or other animal. such as rapidly running back and forth or in circles. The term is typically applied to pets opposed to wild animals. Um, hmm. It says animal experts cite zoomies as a normal part of pet behavior.
Yeah.
The exact cause of such behavior is uncertain, but it's attributed often to the variety of factors such as excitement, stress, need for exercise, or being around other energetic animals. So, like, whatever can cause that.
Yeah, I love that. Direct sunlight, night,
Yeah,
cloudy skies, dry temperatures, heat.
yeah.
Thank you.
I think that also happened when we were looking at like the personalities of each breed. As we were saying, they can be super happy or super sad. They can move a lot or not move. So it's like they can be whatever, and that's it. So Tintin Rosales was saying, hello, Nico, Dani, and Chili.
Tintin,
Hi, Tintin. How are you?
go
Anam.
to bed, Tintin. Go to bed. That's our bid, so we have to always maintain. it.
Yes. Anam was saying, hi, chat. Dani, Nico, and Chili. Hey, Anam. How are you? Hugo Araujo dice hola.
¿Qué
Hola,
dice
Hugo. ¿Qué tal? Naya Henry was saying hello. Hey, Naya.
Hugo Araujo, ¿en algún punto de su vida le dijeron Hugo Araujo? Gracias.
Ojo Araujo. Gracias. Aaron Gall was saying, my puppy was such a handful in the beginning, but now she sleeps peacefully under my easel while I paint.
Oh,
Fingers
I look
crossed,
forward to
fingers
those
crossed.
days.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when I was in the university, I went to Gabriel's
Workshop?
workshop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Studio? Sorry.
studio, yeah. And I was doing like some ceramics
Yeah.
over there. And he had a dog that was just like laying around all the time when people were doing ceramics. The only thing is that she loved eating the clay,
Yeah.
which is terrible. Because you could drop. I remember I was doing a hand and I dropped a finger. And I looked down and she ate the finger.
And you were like, well, 4-fingered hand, I guess.
And yeah, no, I was like, okay, I have to work a whole session to do that finger again. But she was so calm. She just like loved being there.
Well, she's getting free clay.
Yeah. And how old is your dog now, Aaron? How big is your dog? Like, is it a big dog, a small dog? I want to know. I want to know all the details about puppies/dog training, everything.
Sleep, under
Everything.
the easel.
Yeah. Sofía Centurión dice hola.
Alcachofi.
Hola, Sofi. William Felipe dice hola, ¿cómo están? Qué belleza, Chili. Felicitaciones. Hola, Felipe. Estamos muy bien, muchas gracias. Qué bueno que Felipe está
milagro.
volviendo acá, sí.
¡Qué milagro! Él
Nos
vuelve en
toca
vacaciones
nos toca irnos para que Felipe vuelva.
para que nos dé atención. Nosotros somos la planta que tenemos en nuestro apartamento para Felipe.
Para Felipe,
Sí.
sí.
Es como, no, ellos están bien con que yo pase cada 6 meses a decir buenas.
Sí. Let's see. Me voy a poner audífonos, bueno.
Bueno,
Quiero ver cómo se está oyendo, no sé por qué tengo dudas
¿de mi audio?
del... ¿Cómo hace harto no estamos?
¿Hablo?
Ya.
Yo creo que estaba.
El volumen es el chiquito, ¿cierto?
El volumen es el pequeño, sí.
Listo. ¿Listo?
¿Todo bien allá? ¿Por allá?
Todo súper.
Ah, bueno.
Acá, la productora. A ver. No, espérate. Ahora está muy duro. Marcelo Peralta was saying, a dog could beat a horse on a small track, kind of like those drag car races, but once the horse really got going, it's gone.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. Like from short distance, like if it has to run 10, 15 yards, oh, there's no way. Like Chile can, from a dead start, Chile would beat you. Chile, if you had to run 10 meters, like, from the start, she's already like 3 meters in front of you. It is crazy how fast she is.
Yeah. Sometimes I try to like grab her.
Oh, no, forget it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, I do like this in the living room and she's in in our bedroom. In one jump. Lich dice Chile in the house. Hola, dice que hola Chile. iba a
Hola,
decir.
Chilich.
Hola Lich.
Chilich.
¿Qué más, Lich? Anam was saying, oh my God, yes, puppies sleep so long. They do. I mean, she's asleep still. So,
Oh, let's keep it that way.
Guillaume Lheureux
Ooh la la.
was saying, hello, everyone. Hey, Guillaume, how are you? Prince Barebones was saying, my friend has a long-haired chihuahua that looks a lot like Chili.
Oh, that's
And
awesome.
everyone asks her what kind of mix she is. Yeah, that's why I was saying that I think that maybe the color misleads people to think it's a different dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think someone asked me on Instagram if it was like an Australian Shepherd.
Oh, no, they're very different.
Yeah, like how old is that Australian Shepherd? And I was like, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Tyson was very different.
And huge.
Well, in comparison, yes.
Well, no, and Tyson is a huge Australian Shepherd.
Well, he's big for the breed. But,
Yes.
the Alaskan Malamute, my sister's Alaskan, is bigger.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's bigger.
Let's see. Robin Sita West 13 was sending oops.
Oh, yeah, after
And-
ruining your
yeah.
Instagram, yes. That's what you get.
No,
An
I like
oops
it. I
from
like
Robin
it.
Sita.
I like it, Robin Sita.
Yeah. Thank you, Robin Sita.
Let's see. Lou Figueiredo
Mm-hmm.
was saying hello, saludos desde Brasil.
Brazil.
Hello, Lou. How are you? Malgorzata Sicholas was saying hello from Poland.
Ooh. How is the first name?
Malgorzata.
So how do you spell it?
Malgorzata.
G-O-R.
Malgorzata.
Wow.
It sounds very cool.
Yeah, I've never heard that Polish name. That's really nice.
Emily Hughes Art was saying she's turning 2 in a few months and weighs about 11 pounds. She's all black and long-haired.
Oh, that's nice.
She scares me all the time with her quote-unquote teleportation too. Haha. She looks like a shadow creature. And Emily was saying she's okay at parks. I spend a lot of time getting her used to people and dogs, but she still barks a bit if a large dog comes out of nowhere or if she didn't see them coming. She gets a bit spooked. Emily, and how did you get her used to people and dogs? And since how young? I need all the details.
Okay, yeah, she's taking notes, by the way. She has a little notebook.
Sergi Arts dice Brasil.
Brazil.
Let's see. Sergi Arts dice, esperad a cuando salga a la calle. Mi Toby nunca dejó de intentar comerse las cosas que encontraba por el suelo, tanto en la casa como en la calle, jajaja.
¿Y Toby qué raza es? ¿Era?
Gaby Pérez dice, Oli, las plantas son de complicadas, jajaja. Las más fáciles son las lenguas de suegra. Esas plantas
es,
sobreviven a todo. Esa es.
O sea, nosotros, Gaby, somos fiel prueba de que una lengua de suegra
Es la
sobrevive
mejor planta.
a un absoluto y total como desprecio.
Negligente.
Desprecio.
Sí.
O sea, para mí esa planta es
No, pero no
invisible.
desprecio. Yo le limpio las hojitas a veces para que queden como más
Énfasis en a
brillanticas.
veces.
A
Énfasis.
veces lo
Énfasis.
he hecho.
Para mí es como, o sea, yo ni siquiera, si me dicen de qué color es la matera, no sé
¿En
de esa
serio?
planta. No, no sé, mi amor. No, no sé.
Trata de adivinar, no
No, no
jodas.
sé. Creo que es gris. Creo que es
Sí, es
gris.
muy bien, muy bien.
Bueno, pero no. O sea, es que no sé. Para mí es una planta, pero
Me acuerdo cuando me la regalaron, yo quería esa planta y llegó mi hermana, era mi cumpleaños, llegó mi hermana con la cuñada, con la cuñada.
con la coñada.
Y yo vi la planta y yo grité. ¿Te acuerdas? Que yo, ay, no,
Sí.
gracias, me encanta. Y Nicolás dice que en ese momento le pasó como la vida por sus ojos porque juró que era un perro. ¿Te acuerdas?
Sí,
Que
y
tú
pues yo puedo
dijiste,
tener un perro, pero no un perro inesperadamente,
pero
no.
sí, que tú decidas tener un perro.
Sí.
Porque yo, ay, no, yo lo quería hace rato. Y Nicolás en un segundo dijo, jue madre,
No, yo ya
nos
me hacía la
trajeron un
idea
perro,
de, nos
qué
tocó
falta de
criar un
respeto.
perro.
Sí.
Sí, qué abuso, sí. Primero, que total y absoluto abuso. Tu hermana es una descarada. Vamos a tener una conversación esta noche
Sí.
y vamos a poner a ese perrito o perrita en adopción
Ay, ¿qué te
inmediatamente.
pasa?
No,
Pero
molestando.
sí, no era la planta.
No, te salvaste.
Y ahora tenemos a Chili, por
A
decisión.
Chili Will, no, pues Chili se gestó durante mucho tiempo.
Yo sé. Más que un bebé, jue
Sí,
madre.
Chili se demoró en salir de la panza.
Sí. Cacaíto Pelón
Pelón
dice,
Kakoro.
Oli, ¿cómo están? Y dice, literal, las lenguas de suegra son las mejores plantas, no necesitan casi nada y crecen preciosas.
Yo no sé si entonces cuentan como plantas.
Mi planta ideal.
Sí, yo no sé si valen.
Pues claro, ¿cómo así?
Sí, no sé cuán representativas sean de su género.
No, porque una planta no tiene que ser difícil de cuidar para ser planta.
No sé, pero estas como que son las únicas.
Las mejores.
Sí.
Y Cacaíto ha estado súper pendiente de Chili todo el tiempo.
Sí, muy amable. Muy amable la Caqueiro.
Arit,
De pronto
oh,
en el futuro cuando salgamos le tenemos que decir a Caqueiro que si es la encargada.
Cacaíto se había ofrecido.
Uy,
Me dijo,
Caqueiro.
yo cuido dizque a Cacaíto iba a decir, yo cuido a Chili.
No diga esas cosas si no está dispuesta, Caqueiro.
Aritrodev was saying, hi guys, how's it going? Will you be watching the World Cup final?
Oh, for
Of
sure.
course,
For
in
sure.
all
I
caps.
think we publicly stated that we wanted
Argentina.
Argentina
To win.
to win.
To be more
So,
specific, we want
yeah,
Messi to
Messi,
win.
you know, Messi deserves, and I think, you know, people have. I mean, this is not like a hot take, but you know, during the last match, you realize how, you know, different he is from every other single player in the world. So it's kind of sad that he's been judged not in the same league as Maradona or Pelé, just because he hasn't won like a World Cup.
Yeah.
So it would be so nice to just put that stupid conversation to rest
Yes.
if he wins a World Cup, and he deserves it. And then I don't know. I would love to say like when I was little, I mean I never saw Pelé play, but when I was little, I remember Maradona playing, and to also say, and you know, I for the longest time in my life, I saw Messi play,
Mm.
and you know, he's the best player ever.
Yes.
It's incredible. He deserves it. And
Yes.
and you can just say that with no asterisk, like with no but.
Yeah.
It's like no buts. Like he's the best player ever. Like period.
I mean, even now that he's older, you see him play and it's like his brain is like wired different.
Oh no, he's
He's crazy.
something yeah, he's something else.
Crazy.
I mean, extraordinary. Because you could say like other people like Griezmann,
Mm-hmm.
Antoine Griezmann has had like an amazing World Cup. Incredible.
Hmm.
Incredible. That dude is playing like I don't think I've ever seen him play that well. But no, it's not even close.
No.
Like if Messi wins, if Argentina wins, Messi's going to get the player of the World Cup.
Yes.
And it's well deserved, and they're going to get another star, and it's well deserved also. It may not be like this star, filled team like it was in the 70s and 80s.
No, I think they rely a lot in Messi.
Yeah,
On
but
Messi.
I think the rest of the team is very solid and
Yeah.
works their heart out.
Yeah.
So, it may not be this lineup that you go and you say, wow, these were some amazing players, because in 78 and 86, and I remember, well, 78 I was one, but 86 I remember the players, and they were like, they were incredible football players. And nowadays, it's not necessarily like that. You don't really think of like, oh, that's one of the best world keepers in the world when you think of Dibu, but he's incredible. He's a very good keeper. Or when you think of the back line, you don't say like, oh, this was the best back line for years.
Yeah.
In contemporary, football. No, not at all. But they're very, very solid. And again, they're playing like Otamendi. I had given up on that dude. I never thought that he would play. I didn't think he would play a World Cup again after the last one.
Yeah.
Like you could argue he was way past his prime. And he's having like a tremendous World Cup, like incredible World Cup, that dude. So I think that's what's happening with with Argentina. Like Enzo is playing amazing, McAllister is playing amazing, Acuna is playing really well when Acuna couldn't play.
I have to say it's cool to see Di Maria sometimes.
I think they needed to have him.
I know.
He's like a symbol, and he's having like a great time, just sitting there.
But
on
it's
the bench.
crazy to think about, because
He deserves it too.
yes, no, when you
what a
think
player.
about Di Maria and Messi,
Yeah.
and you know that Di Maria is like, no, he's struggling because he's older, but Messi is also older, and you see him, and then I think that's when you realize that he is just different.
Yeah.
He's just the best.
And
period.
he can't run anymore because you can tell like he could barely run the whole match. Sometimes you see him just walking, not even like jogging. He walks.
Yeah.
But then he gets the ball, and when he's like, okay, I can do something right now.
Yeah.
And he just turns it on. I've never seen a soccer player do that, a football player do that. Never in my life. Like, have such an amazing control of his own tempo.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it is insane. Insane. Absolutely insane. What he did to Guardiol, the center back. I mean, Guardiol was having like an amazing World Cup. And he made him look like if I was a center back. I don't know. That's how good he is. It's just, I don't know. Something else. Again, hot take on Messi.
Yeah. Let's see. Ignacio Casas dice, si Scaloni no pone a Di María de titular, me voy a tirar al río.
No lo va a poner. No.
No, Ignacio,
pero
pero
ganando 3-0 y van en el minuto 89.
Ignacio se quiere tirar al río, nos está
3-0,
contando.
minuto 89, lo meten ahí.
No, es que igual Di María no aguanta.
No,
O sea, tendrían que gastar además un cambio a los 15 minutos,
por eso,
20 minutos.
3-0, minuto 89,
Sí.
que no creo que contra Francia vaya a pasar.
No.
Eso, no, la verdad no creo. Pero pues, vamos a ver.
Banjiro Massati dice, Francia tiene a Mbappé,
Yeah.
Argentina a Messi, no me hagan elegir. Pero yo ahí diría,
No, es
lo
mejor
que pasa es que
jugar Messi
Mbappé es como
Mbappé es un
el mejor
monstruo.
jugador ahorita, es un jugador joven, es como una promesa del fútbol.
No, y que lo que pasa es que yo no creo que los defensas vayan a dejar a Mbappé correr. Los defensas argentinos
No.
se ganan amarillas. O sea, todo ese equipo puede estar como con amarilla en el minuto 60. Pero no les importa porque tampoco van a dejar que ellos tengan el balón y que hagan lo que se les dé la gana. Entonces, yo creo que Francia ha sido como afortunada, digámoslo, porque no ha enfrentado a nadie parecido a Argentina. Que a Argentina le importó, o sea, voy a decirlo así, a Argentina le importa un culo, o sea, le importa...
Nicole.
No. O sea, Argentina, ellos se hacen echar, pero no les van a dejar no van a dejar que les pasen por encima. O sea,
Lo
no
que
van a
a
dejar
mí
que un
la
jugador
verdad eso
pase
no
por
me
encima.
gusta. Como,
Sí, pierden la cabeza. Eso es lo
sí,
único malo de la Argentina, que es que son tan calientes que pierden la
ujú,
cabeza muy fácil.
sí, sí, sí. Pero sí, yo ahí sí, o sea, respeto lo que dice Banjiro de Mbappé y
Mm.
Messi, pero, o sea, es decir, como, sí, no, un jugador buenísimo ahorita, que indudablemente es un jugador saso, pero es que Messi es otra cosa. O sea, Messi es, no es lo que es en este mundial, es lo que ha sido en toda su carrera. O sea, sí, perdóneme, Banjiro, pero no.
Que discúlpeme, pero que perdóneme.
Eh, Toto, Toto, dile, dile, dice,
Sí, ¿qué le digo? Digo.
Cuti Romero le saca el
Cuti.
peroné antes de dejarlo pasar.
Sí, el
Sí,
Cuti que lo
sí,
banean
sí, sí,
de
yo,
todo partido de
sí,
aquí
que lo
a... Sí,
echen,
sí, el último partido
lo
del Cuti en la
retiran,
vida.
sí,
No le importa, no le importa.
sí, 100%.
Otamendi le pone la nariz como Picasso a Giroud
Sí,
y no le importa. No, no les importa.
sí, sí, sí.
No, ellos van a jugar. O sea, ellos. Yo creo que Francia está como elegantemente queriendo ser campeón, como diciendo, no, nosotros somos los defensores, campeones defensores, vamos a jugar, nosotros vamos a jugar, a hacer nuestro partido, vamos a ganar. Argentina es, vamos a morir.
Sí, vamos
Sí,
a, literal, ellos lo dejan
vamos a
todo,
morir.
todo en la cancha, o sea,
Sí,
sangre,
no, no
sudor,
les importa.
huesos. Carlos Rial was saying Messi really deserves a World Cup.
Yeah, he
Yes,
does. He does.
100%.
There's no other way of like you could argue anything, but you I think even French players would be like if they get beat, they would be like, yeah, they deserve he deserves it. They maybe not say they deserve like Argentina deserves it, but they'll say like, no, Messi deserves it.
Mm, Ignacio Casas dice, Dios mío, el partido se va a repudrir.
Ojalá
No, ojalá no.
no sea un Holanda Argentina, Países Bajos Argentina, perdón. Porque no, sería triste. Pero no, yo creo que Argentina aprendió. O sea, Argentina manejó el partido distintísimo después de ese partido contra Países Bajos.
Mm. Me gustaría también que Marruecos quede tercero, la verdad.
Sí,
Se me
también,
haría
Marruecos.
súper chévere.
Sí, sí,
Siento
sí, porque
que
les pasaron por encima y no tenía por qué haber sido así ese partido, lástima.
sí, ¿de Francia?
Sí,
Sí,
fue
pero es
muy
que ¿sabes qué
fácil.
pasa? Pero yo siento que ellos lograron aguantar un montón, pero nunca lograban concretar una jugada. O sea, posesión del balón, Marruecos
Es
todo
que
el tiempo.
no,
Pero pues ahí es donde uno se da cuenta lo
sí,
que
no
es
tienen
una
no
selección
tienen tanto.
que no
Tienen
ha
a
sido...
Bufal, que es un crack,
Ujú.
y tienen a otro flaco ahí, que es un monstruo, que ahorita se me va el nombre.
Otro
Eh,
flaco, hablaste como un
sí,
argentino.
sí, el flaco. Pues está
Sí.
hasta parecido a Di María. El flaco el que hizo esa chilena.
¿Cómo se
El
llama?
flaco de Marruecos, es re parecido. Debería tomarle una foto de él y Di María. Eh, pero no, son buenos igual, o sea.
A ver. Sí, sería muy chévere que queden de terceros, la verdad.
Y
Eh,
Croacia está mamado, entonces yo creo que puede pasar. Están agotados, muertos.
¿Cuál será?
No sé si es el central, ¿será?
A ver,
Pon
está.
Marruecos, chilena. Y vas a ver. Pon Marruecos,
Pero es que
chilena,
creo que
Francia.
chilena no se dice en todos los
Claro,
países.
sí, sí, sí. Chalaca, chilena.
Chilena. No dice Marruecos, Chile. Quedaron 2-0.
No. Eso.
Marruecos, Chalaca.
No, bicycle kick entonces, fatal. Fatal
Chalaca.
decirle a la chilena bicycle kick.
El Yamik.
Míralo, míralo. ¿No es parecido? ¿No tiene un algo?
La espectacular chalaca del Yamik que permite lucirse a Lloris. A ver. Estoy súper alerta de Chile, pero está
No te veo
súper.
tan alerta, pero bueno.
Ni acá ni allá.
Sí, así súper alerta, no.
Eh, a ver, el Yamik. Sí, se parece el resto
Y ahí
a Di
sale gordo. En
María.
esa foto sale gordo.
Sí, se parece
Es
un
todo
montón.
larguiruchín, es todo larguirucho.
¿Qué es lo que suena? ¿Eres tú?
Yo.
Es que siento que es Chile, por
No,
eso
mira, mira.
volteo. Sí.
Es el tiento.
¿El qué?
Tiento. Así se
Eh,
le dice al molstick en español.
em, a ver qué dicen. Banjiro Massati dice, el domingo todos somos americanos, Francia contra América, como en el siglo XIX.
Uy.
Sí. Banjiro
Sí, volvió estos
declaró,
colonizadores,
sí.
hijueputas.
Marcelo Peralta was saying, yeah, Messi deserves it. Also, it's his last World Cup,
Oh, for
while
sure.
Mbappe still has a lot of time to get his second cup.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that's why I was saying, I mean, Mbappe is great, but he's still like this young player. I think Messi, like, it would be very emotional if Messi wins the World Cup.
And they don't have to be, I'm going to make I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm judging the person, but maybe it's because he's young, but Mbappe has so much money. And the drama a couple of months ago that he was leaving PSG, and, he just pretty much gets, millions thrown at his face. Like,
He's
he
the
gets paid
best
$1
paid
million
dollars a
a
week.
week.
Yeah. It's
And
as
it's almost like it's not enough.
No.
Like, I don't know what he wants. And that whole drama a couple of months ago, it's like, oh, dude, you like, I don't know. Come on, just play, be happy, be grateful, do what you love. But come on, dude. So, and I know Messi's complicated, but in his life, if you think of, aside from not paying taxes, which, I don't know, I don't think he's ever been in any controversy ever.
No.
Ever. He's never had like a big mouth. Like
No.
that match against Holland that he just called the other dude like a dumbass. But come on, they're playing like they're trying to kill each other
Yeah.
in a match. Like, it's okay if you're like super heated, and if you don't like to, I mean, you don't have to like the person that's competing against you. That's totally fine. So I don't know, but he's never been at the center of any sort of controversy at all.
No, and you can feel that he is there to play. He's not there for like confrontation, dramas.
No.
He's there to play. There's a very cool there's a book called, I mean, it's in Spanish.
Okay.
It's called Messi es un perro y otros cuentos de
Oh,
fútbol.
right. Yeah.
I showed it to you.
Yeah.
From Hernan Casiari, which is, I mean, I think it's a very, like when I read that little thing he wrote about Messi, I think it's true. I mean, I think Messi is like football driven,
Yeah.
which is amazing. Because I think that because of the amount of money around football, there's a lot of players that just like derail that love of football
Yeah.
to
Sometimes
other
they
things.
get paid too much, you would say.
Yes.
You could say.
Yes. Let's see. Ignacio Casas dice, ojalá que sí, a los argentinos nos encantó ese pique, jaja. Lázaro Olier dice, amo cuando hablan en argentino, XD.
Anda, bobo. Anda.
Nicolás.
Boy, jueputa.
Nicolás,
Aquí en
no.
Colombia habrían sido
No.
este boy.
Nicolás, no, en serio no me gusta.
No, estoy repitiendo
No,
lo que dijo
pero no me
Messi.
gusta que hables así porque
¿Cómo
nos
va a
pueden
bloquear?
censurar.
¿Cómo nos van a censurar si estamos repitiendo lo que dijo
No,
Messi?
porque él dijo anda bobo, él no dijo lo que tú estás diciendo.
Anda, bobo, hijo de-
Marcelo Peralta was saying, also, we got to hold back Mbappe, otherwise he could get 3 cups and get ahead of Pelé and Ronaldo. Fenómeno. LOL.
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Fenómeno.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not as good as Ronaldo. El fenómeno.
Mm,
Not
and
even close.
Andres Garces was saying, Messi also seems pretty chill right now, and he's happy to be there and is enjoying himself. I hope he wins and Argentina gets the cup. But if it doesn't happen, Messi is still the greatest.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a feeling, though, that it's going to happen. It's almost like that thing that you...
No, but don't say that.
No.
Because
I
sometimes
think
we're
this is
playing like
bigger.
a board game and
No,
you're like,
I, think
I
this
have
is
a
bigger.
feeling I'm going to win. And
No, I
one
think
move
this
and
is
you
bigger
lose.
than that. I think Argentina wants it more than France
Don't
wants to
jinx it.
defend their like, their World Cup. They just want it more. There's just something in the air that you kind of feel when like a team is going to be a champion.
Yeah. And
And-
also, I think that they all want it for them, for their country, but also for Messi.
Yeah. You know, I don't think he's going to score. I think it's going to be one of those matches that the unlikeliest of people score. The way like Molina scored
Mhm.
that goal.
Yeah.
By the way, Molina, in that second goal, that Julian Alvarez second goal, that goal, I'm sorry, well, Julian is a beast. He's like this crazy beast of a player. Like he will be, I think Julian Alvarez will be like Lucho Suarez in the
Mhm.
future. He's going to be that sort of player. Like
Wow, but talking
Just-
about Luchito.
I know, but Julian Alvarez is like, he's just a phenom.
No, I
He's
was going to say that I
incredible.
hope that he's okay soon.
No, Lucho Suarez, not Lucho
I'm
Diaz.
sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
Luchito
Lucho Suarez.
Diaz?
Yeah, Lucho Diaz. Who knows?
You just said
like,
Lucho and I just think
Yeah, we
Luchito
hope
Diaz.
he recovers. But
Oh, like Lucho Suarez, you're saying?
yeah, I think he's going to be that sort of player. To be honest, he's going to be huge. I feel, and but that second goal that he just crosses the whole field almost.
Hmm.
That goal wouldn't have been if it wasn't for Molina.
Hmm.
Molina runs in that play. Molina, I didn't even know he could run that fast.
Hmm.
He was faster than anyone in that pitch. It was incredible because he's like a decent defender, and that Messi pass that he scored, that goal that he scored, was
Mhm.
like crazy. I don't think he even believed that he's like he was gonna score a goal.
Yeah.
Because he's just like a squad player, I feel. But he was so essential. There's so much balance to Argentina's team. So much balance. It's ridiculous. The bad thing is that France, when you look at France's team, like the French team, they're very good. Like
Yeah.
all of them, every
Like
position.
a solid
Like
team.
Lloris is having like a crazy. Like he has been the keeper of the World Cup
Yeah.
for sure. He is just stopping everything. But like position for position, they're probably better than Argentina for sure. So I don't know. But there's something in my belly that feels that it's inevitable. It's like inevitable, you know? It's one of those things that you know that he's going to win. I felt that when like Jordan, I remember, was winning his last ring in the NBA. It's like you knew that they were going to win. It was going to be hard, and he was old, but they were going to win. It's just something that tells you that they're going to win. And right now, there's just so much energy. The stadium, they're going to be locals in that final.
Yeah.
Argentina is going to be local.
Yeah. Because they
For
always
sure.
travel with a lot of
Oh
like,
my God, the fans have been crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So I don't know. Everything is there. Everything is set. And I think the players are like, I don't know if we're going to get a chance like this. We're not going to let it go. It's like that simple.
Hmm.
I think that that's what you need. Players that are willing to like run just that tiny bit more. That tiny bit more than their adversaries.
Yeah, but as you were saying, I think that it would be very complicated for them if they get heated from the beginning.
They're not.
Because they can lose their head.
Yeah, but I think they learned the lesson.
I hope
thing-
so.
that's
Because
the
it would be
thing.
terrible. Because if they get super heated and they get a player expelled,
No, but that's not going to happen.
well, but
Because there's been super few red cards in the World Cup.
yeah.
Like, I think I would, without looking at the numbers, I'm going to say that this is the World Cup with the least red cards.
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
So that's not going to happen. Like, the refs are not, they don't want to ruin the show. So you can tell that they're not, showing reds. And I think Argentina has had the perfect World Cup in the sense that they lost when everyone thought they were favorites. They lost the first match against somebody that nobody thought that they were going to lose to, like the Saudis. So they have learned that anyone can beat them. They have learned that if they are up 2-0, that teams can go back and you can have a penalty shootout. So I think they have learned everything that they need to learn about like fighting back in a World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
France hasn't.
Yeah.
They haven't felt that. I think if France is back. I mean, they lost the game, but it was a throwout game. It didn't matter. That game didn't matter. But France really hasn't been up against the ropes. So I think they're going to be kind of like in shock when they're like, if Argentina gets an early goal, they are not going to know what to do. They are not. They're going to go super desperate. So, but I think this is one of those games that you will get somebody scoring, like Otamendi's going to score, or I don't know, McAllister is going to score.
Ignacio Casas was saying, estaba diciendo, Di María hace gol en el segundo tiempo. Ah.
Di
Ignacio
María,
ama a Di
Di
María.
María en el minuto, Flaco en el minuto 93.
Sí.
Hace el 2-1.
Let's see. Rafael Rodríguez dice, me siento a ver en silencio, calladito como la lechuza que hace shh, que hace shh. Rafael, ¿no le gusta el fútbol?
No, le gusta ver pintar y ya. Es otra cosa.
Ari Trotev was saying, did you guys watch the video of Argentina fans celebrating post-match outside the stadium? I didn't.
I've seen some videos,
Well,
but
I know
I don't know
that
if you're
fans can be
referring
dumb.
to...
So I don't know if this is one of those
I wouldn't
moments.
think so. I think they've been pretty mellow, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, from what they're doing in Buenos Aires or in every province and town and city, you know, up and down Argentina, I'm sure this is nothing what they've been doing in Qatar.
Nicolas Mijarevic,
Oh, number 4.
number 4.
Had a good World Cup, by the way. He
Yeah.
was good. He's a proper central defender.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
We were surprised by how well you played, Nicolas Mijarevic.
Yeah. He's a good, decent central defender.
Nicolas Mijarevic was saying, hey guys, so happy for you. Thank you. We're happy for you and the way you play, Nicolas. Let's see.
We hope you get offers from teams.
Where was I before we started the football
The World
talk?
Cup talk?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a World Cup.
Yeah.
And it's in a terrible place, in a place where they should have never played, at a time where they should have never played. I mean, some of these players, a week after the World Cup ends, are going to be back in their clubs playing. So this is insane. So it's not. There's so many wrong things about this World Cup, but it's been super exciting. Some of the group matches, the definition of the group matches,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Like
It's-
all the extra times.
Oh, it's as exciting as you could ever.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, it's been good.
Yeah. And as we were saying the last live stream, also very surprising.
Yeah.
You would have in your head like, oh no, you know that Argentina is gonna go against Brazil, and then
Yeah.
when they meet there, you would know who's gonna be in the final.
Yeah.
And boom. I mean,
I thought that whomever won that match wins the World
me
Cup.
too. I remember when we were
And
doing
Brazil had it, by the way. I mean, they had it. That 1-0 extra time.
because they have the
It's like,
team,
Come on.
and they have the team,
yeah,
which is
they
crazy. I
had
mean,
it. They knew they lost it. They knew it was their fault, to be
Yeah.
honest.
yeah. Tintin Rosales was saying, we have 6 poodles and 1 American bully. Imagine the chaos.
Oh my God.
Do you live in a house, Tintin?
In an estate.
Or is this like crazy chaos, dog chaos in an apartment?
No, I think Tintin is in a house.
Prince Barebones was saying, I think I bored my friends to tears talking about all the amazing new things that my dog learned about, because you don't realize that a living thing has to learn about everything in the world. Yeah.
Well, there's going to be a lot of that talk with us
Yeah. Oh,
this
yeah.
year, I feel.
Well, I
So-
mean, we've been talking about things that maybe people that have dogs, they're like, oh, yeah. That thing that you're talking about, Chili, it's the same that my dog did.
Yeah, puppies and soccer, I'm pretty fine with that.
Oh, me too.
Pretty fine with
I
that.
like that. Without the cursing. If we could
Pretty
do that,
fucking fine.
you almost hit the camera.
I
Nicola.
know. In the fucking head.
No, don't do that.
Sorry.
No.
Fucking camera.
Because then we wouldn't...
Anda, bobo.
Wait. ¿Qué? Ni siquiera dijiste anda bobo. Anuabobo. No,
Nah,
Nicolás.
nah.
No, se te fue el acento. A ver. mm, a ver. Gabriela Pérez, Gaby dice, están muy emocionados o tienen mucha energía. A Kimchi le dan también. Son divis, jaja. Ah, lo de los, ¿cómo es que se llama? ¿Sumis? ¿Sumis?
Sí, los bursts de energía.
Sí, 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 sí. Sí, y esta atleta de alto rendimiento que corre impresionante es muy loco. Y lo ágil, ¿no? Porque es que corre
Sí.
así, Gaby, la vieras, corre así y se mete por huecos
Frena en una moneda
de la cocina que uno no sabe que existían.
y va a 60 kilómetros por hora y
Y va así,
frena en una moneda.
sí.
Porque aprendió, porque hubo un pique que iba a 60 y yo le había tirado un muñequito y lo dejé justo al borde de una puerta y se mamó la puerta
Sí.
entera con la cabeza.
Casi
Entonces ya
se,
aprendió
casi
que
da
si
el
no
bote
quiere
entero
otra
del
contusión,
golpe.
le toca frenar,
Ay, Chile.
aprender a frenar antes de la puerta.
Sí, sí, sí. Um, Andres Garces was saying, Hola, thanks for all that you guys are doing. I've learned a lot and really enjoy your painting and drawing. I bought a copy of your book and really appreciate seeing your work in print. It's great.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you
we've
so much
been
for
so
supporting us,
excited.
Andres.
I mean, there's some books that are still not with their owners.
In transit, yeah.
They're in transit. I think the toughest customs, and right now somebody told us that they were on strike. The post office, the postal workers were on strike. Is the UK. The UK, when they went Brexit, they made everything a little more complicated. We had to actually read a bunch of like things that were like asterisk. You know, if you're shipping to the UK, if you are like if you have a business, which we don't have, but it is complicated. It is like the tax
Yeah,
stuff.
like
that
you have to
you have
register
to
to
register there.
like Queen
Yeah,
something
yeah.
something.
It is something else.
Yeah.
So we know that some people in the UK have gotten their books, other people are waiting. But outside of that, I don't think there's been any customs issues. Like
No.
stamps.com and the USPS, honestly, that's the reason that we endure like all the hard work that is printing a book, importing the book, and
Packing
then
the
packing
book
it, packing
and
everything
shipping it.
yourself,
Yeah.
and then setting up a stamps.com account. And then, for us, it was like hampers and hampers every day of books, lugging them to the post office. They are amazing. The logistics that they have. And I think the partner with the Global Post, I mean, we're not like, it's not as if we're sponsored by this.
No. I mean, I would love
But
if
we
that
have
would have
been,
been the
yeah,
case.
we have
but
been shipping, we don't, I think we are so appreciative of that because there is nothing like that here in Colombia, nothing even remotely close to that. And the alternatives that we have for international shipping are, they don't even exist. So all we can do is ship FedEx, which is the cheapest option. And for anyone that has ever tried to ship anything FedEx, you guys know already
It's
how
not-
expensive it is.
yeah.
So, and how expensive it has become post-pandemic, and in the last couple of recession, months, it's been very, very, expensive. So for us, it's wonderful. Honestly, it's something to be applauded for sure. So we're very happy, and it is so different than our last experience with the smaller book. That I don't know. It's like life threw us like a bunch of lemons that last time, and it was, it's something that almost you want to forget, but it's very difficult to forget, and it was so damn expensive, and such an experience that almost ruins like a beautiful project for you, that I think we deserved like an easier experience. This wasn't super easy. I mean, it was very stressful at some points, but it was so much smoother than last time.
Yes.
That I'll be willing to take all of like I don't know, future experiences. I mean, we're not putting out a book, anytime in the future, but if we ever consider doing anything that deserves or that we think makes sense as an editorial project again, I think we are very happy with how things went, and it gives us like that beautiful sense of like, oh, we went through this, like we have the experience that we need to go through another project feeling confident that we
Yes.
know what we're doing. And we know every bit of paperwork that we need, and we know when, like, where we would need to pick up
And
things.
the time.
We would have like a time frame, which we were gone for a little over 4 weeks, and trust me, we used
Every single day, yeah. The
of
day
those 4 weeks.
the day we flew back home, we were shipping
Yeah,
things. So it was like we were working nonstop.
yeah.
Sofía Centurión
La Chofi.
dice, Nico, ¿alguna vez participaste en figurativas?
Chofi, mandé una vez una pintura figurativa, sí. No quedé, no pasé nada. Yo ya me estaba gastando la plata del premio, Chofi. Yo ya juraba que iba a ganar. Los jurados eran súper chéveres y pensé que iban a ser súper compatibles con mi obra. Eran, pues, Antonio López, que siempre lo tienen ahí, Nicola Zamori y Alex Kanevsky. Al que conozco ahí personalmente es a Kanevsky, que es muy amable conmigo y con mi obra. Pero no pasé. Y después, o sea, me sentí súper resentido por mucho tiempo por no haber pasado. Pero después, Sofi, me di cuenta que es que la verdad mi pintura no había sido tan buena. O sea, ya cuando tuve distancia y tiempo para mirar lo que yo había hecho, me di cuenta que la verdad no era tan buena. Cuando recibí la pintura de vuelta, creo que fue como casi un año y picho después,
Sí,
dos
sí,
después.
sí.
Por cuestiones, no porque ellos la devuelvan 2 años después, sino por cuestiones logísticas que no la podíamos tener antes.
Ujú.
La miré y dije como, no, de pronto esto no era tan bueno como yo pensaba, como yo recordaba.
Ujú.
Y es muy bonito uno tener distancia y darse cuenta que hay veces las cosas no son, o que uno está nublado y uno no puede ser lo necesariamente objetivo que debe ser con la obra de uno. Pero yo en ese momento me di cuenta que no, que nunca hubiera ganado una competencia con esa pintura. No era lo que mejor me podía representar. Eh, pero igual ese año, o sea, aquí estoy diciendo todas las cosas como donde creo que superé y aprendí cosas que debía entender. Pero ahora voy a hablar como alguien resentido y como un poquito rabón con como no haber entrado. La obra que ganó ese año, horrorosa, horrorosa. Entonces
Pero
ahí
no
sí,
digas qué año, porque qué.
pues ese año, pero ahí sí, y me disculpan, pero me perdonan, pero era horrorosa. Entonces me voy a sacar ese clavito ahí. O sea, uno dice, no, pues si gana una pintura, que es una pinturaza, uno dice, no, es que no le llego ni a los tobillos a esa pintora, por ejemplo. Uno dice, o sea, yo no tengo ningún inconveniente como en uno agachar la cabeza cuando hay alguien que es muchísimo mejor que uno, y eso hay miles de pintores muchísimo mejor que uno. Uno dice, no, pues yo que iba a competir contra esta pintora, ella es buenísima, y ya, merecido y ya. Pero no, ganó una ranga de pintura horrorosa. Entonces, qué pena, pero sí.
Colas. Em, a ver. Eh, Liad was saying the zoomies is very common in dogs and cats. Dija Frask was saying, what do you think about AI?
Oh, we've had this
Oh,
conversation.
Dija, yeah, there's tons of videos
Yeah.
to watch about that.
I'm not going to comment much more about this. I think the collective, the artist collective, has taken like a very firm stance against AI produced art. I would say not so much against AI produced art, against the current models that are offered. You know, these the way these algorithms are trained. I feel that the crux of this argument lies there, in a very unfair model. And And I think artists are just defending themselves right now. And I say artists as in a group that is different than mine, because I don't think, let's say, I don't want to call fine artists. I don't want to differentiate fine artists from, I mean, we're all artists. It's all kind of the same in the end. But I think there's different industries. And obviously the industry that is protecting themselves the most is like pre-production industries, for sure. And the voices, the loudest voices that you hear are people that are from pre-production industries. So people like concept artists, background artists, character designers, stuff like that. I am like, I wouldn't touch this conversation right now because it's so heated that I don't think it's even possible to have like a kind of objective conversation right now, even right now in the sense that of how this conversation has evolved. I think it's very, very difficult. I think artists, and I think people like let's say artists, contemporary artists that are using tech right now, they would probably be fascinated by this whole conversation. But I think it's taken like a completely different aura. There's a different vibe to it right now. And we have to respect that. And we have to understand that, yes, it's because a particular group of artists is literally fighting for their lives almost. And I totally understand and respect that. I 100% completely understand and respect that. I am hopeful, let's put it this way, that we can have this conversation, whatever it is, years from now or some time from now when everything has cooled down and where fairer models, or not fairer, because I think based on how these models are created, they're not fair at all. So if a model, if a fair model, if a model that compensates artists when their work is used to create whatever images, if a model is used, if a model is created like that and it becomes ubiquitous and people are using it and everyone's happy, everyone's getting paid, everyone's getting the respect and recognition they deserve, I would be so happy to have a conversation then, because the sort of what lies in the nucleus of this conversation is far bigger than just artists looking out for their jobs. Now, that sounds weird because people, real people looking out for their jobs that affect their real lives is enormous. That's like an enormous real life conversation. I think conceptually, there is a gorgeous conversation to be had when the time is, when it makes sense. And that day will come, I feel. I think this is something that it's not going to be like, you know, I commented on something saying like, it's like cloning. You know, nobody talks about cloning anymore. Nobody. Not a single person, you know, wants to have a conversation about cloning, even though human beings were able to clone mammals. But it came to the point where you just don't. Like morally, ethically, you just don't. Even legally, you just don't have that conversation. I don't think this is going to be like that, even though deep down, philosophically, ethically, morally, sensibly, it does carry almost like, I'm not going to say the same weight, but there's a lot of like very existential questions about, you know, AI. I think it's going to be a fascinating conversation once we are ironing out like the fair use of this, which I think we can. Maybe, you know, maybe when there are AI models that only work with fair use images, you know, people are going to be okay with that. But when we start to realize that they are creating very compelling images, you know, based on fair use images, we are going to go back to the conversation of saying, oh my God, is this right? Does this make sense? And I would love to have that conversation at that moment again. I don't think we can have that conversation now. So, yeah.
Marcelo Peralta was sending some potato emojis and saying, "Is AI our new potato question?"
I think it's a potato.
1,000%.
I think it's potato worthy.
I think it's worse than potato. We should use like one for AI. Different
think it
than
should be-
potato. Because I think there's potato
Danny,
and AI.
if I write here, can you see me?
Yeah.
Up here, up to where? Here?
No, now there, just in the
Barely
limit.
there?
Yeah.
So, Marcelo, let's call it a potato. It's pretty good, I feel.
No, Nicolas, because remember it's an emoji.
I know.
There's
but-
not potato emoji.
Oh, Danny, you're missing it. Come on. I know that the emoji of potato was
AI, I
was
know.
what paper
Put
do you use?
AI,
How do you
though.
prime? Come on, give me this.
Okay,
this is fun. This is a good one.
potato.
Potato.
Okay, so it's a potato
Yeah. You
question.
shot it down very quickly, Danny.
Because I wanted an emoji for it.
No. We can keep the emoji. We don't
Yeah.
have to spell potato. Potato.
Potato. Let's see. A ver, dice Sophie, a mí me gustaría participar, pero no sé si seré capaz de hacer algo del nivel o arriesgarme y ya fue. Jaja, yo sé cuál es, no entiendo cómo les gustó tanto. Aparte, Antonio dijo que... Me siento rara diciendo Antonio.
No. Esta mañana le
Aparte,
llevamos el desayuno.
Antonio López
¿Sí?
dijo que no era fotográfica y para mí era re fotográfica.
Re fotográfica,
Mm.
Sofi. Sofi, hay gente que es muy buena. Hay gente que me da vueltas, 100.000 vueltas como pintor, mandando cosas a esos concursos. Entonces, esa pregunta de si uno está listo o no, o si la obra de uno está lista o no, esa solo la responde uno. Pero yo me doy cuenta cuando, por ejemplo, cuando yo pienso, uy, yo podría estar en esta galería y después miro el calibre de trabajo de una galería, yo soy el primero que me responde a mí mismo como, no, todavía no. O sea, yo no soy lo suficientemente bueno. Y está bien, lo único que va a decir Sofi es, está bien decir esas cosas. O sea, no está mal cuando uno dice, todavía no estoy listo, mi obra no es lo suficientemente madura, mi obra no es lo suficiente, o sea, no me he entendido ni desarrollado lo suficiente como artista para esto, pero en algún momento seguramente sí voy a estar en en esa etapa en mi carrera. Eso es súper normal y es súper sensato decírselo a uno. También para uno no crearse unas expectativas como absurdas. Entonces, claro, uno puede tener suerte, Sofi puede tener suerte, yo puedo tener suerte entrando a una competencia porque de pronto uno hace una pintura que es distinta incluso a la obra que uno normalmente hace y de pronto como que le pega algo y esa obra tiene resonancia o de pronto la ven como tan rarita que dicen, bueno, dejémosla entrar y esta es chévere. Pero yo creo que esas son más las excepciones que lo que normalmente sucede ahí, que es que, y pasaba lo mismo, Sofi, con el BP, el premio de BP, el de el Reino Unido. Uy, Sofi, yo vi esa exposición solo una vez, pues, o sea, la he visto la vi todas las veces, porque esa ya se acabó, pero la vi todas las veces que salió y la vi personalmente, la exposición una vez que estuve en Londres y es gente buena, o sea, el nivel es muy alto, es muy, muy alto. O sea, más allá de que uno no le guste o le guste lo que gana o no, hay suficientes otras pinturas que uno dice, wow, esto es, o sea, hay gente realmente buena pintando ahí. Entonces, yo creo que ese es el caso de figurativas, no es exactamente ese nivel del BP, pero cuando uno ve, por lo general, hay unas obras que son fantásticas, fantásticas. Yo siento, mire, y les voy a ser sinceros, por ejemplo, el MEAM me escribió porque van a hacer una exposición de artistas de como contemporáneos, de figurativos contemporáneos, y quieren como una obra emblemática. Además, pues obviamente yo no tengo obra emblemática que sea mía. Me fascinaría mandar una cabecita de chile y ya. Pero yo todavía tengo como un problema con el MEAM porque siento que es un sitio súper dogmático todavía. O sea, si uno se pone a evaluar la actualidad de la pintura figurativa, no la pintura figurativa clásica, digamos, o que tiene unas raíces clásicas o unas raíces académicas. No, la pintura figurativa. O sea, el deseo de representar figuración, y figuración no necesariamente quiere decir pintar un desnudo, ¿no? Figuración es como la naturaleza tal cual se nos presenta, ¿no? O sea, puede ser casi, hay veces figurativo como sinónimo de naturalismo, pues. Yo estaba pensando el otro día que este momento de nuestra historia es donde el arte figurativo en todo su espectro es más aceptado. O sea, hay museos que muestran arte figurativo, o sea, casi todos los museos están repletos de arte figurativo, los museos tradicionales. Las galerías contemporáneas están mostrando un montonón de arte figurativo. O sea, la gente incluso se burla hoy en día de que si usted no es, bueno, hacen chistes así que si usted no es un artista hablando de género, de cuestiones de género y no está haciendo arte figurativo, qué pena, pero nadie le interesa su obra. Está hasta ese extremo, pero hay una generación de jóvenes fantásticos haciendo arte figurativo que es brutal. O sea, Salman Tour, no digo que esto sea que sea como una fuerza validadora, ¿no es cierto? Mejor.
Mhm.
Una fuerza validadora, pero Salman Tour estuvo en una subasta hace poco de Sotheby's y vendieron una pintura de él como en $1.200.000. O sea,
Sí.
una barbaridad.
Ujú.
Este es el momento en el que estamos, que puede haber gente como Anthony Corahay, como Salman Tour, que están haciendo obra y que es brutal y que la muestran por todos lados. ¿A qué voy? A que el MEAM, o sea, viene de una guardia como que eran viejitos, la verdad, que eran unos viejitos ahí, y lo voy a decir súper honestos, eran un poco de viejitos que les gustaban pinturas de mujeres en pelotas. Eso era el MEAM hace unos años. Y eso ha cambiado y que esté Alama ahí es también grande porque él es una persona joven y es una persona mucho más abierta, muchísimo más abierta. Pero yo creo que todavía hay un poquitico del ADN de esa generación que le gustaba una figuración como de mal gusto, yo no sé, lo voy a decir así. Era de mal gusto y era como súper inclinada hacia desnudos femeninos horribles, yo no sé, como medio hiperrealistas, pero no, pero era súper feo. Pero el museo todavía mantiene, y yo soy súper duro en esto porque para mí las palabras importan. El museo, si ustedes van, hay un manifiesto que el museo todavía tiene. Y está en un blog, si uno se va al blog de ellos, está en el blog y es un manifiesto completo. Y si uno lee ese manifiesto, cuando yo lo leo, yo digo, esto no me representa, para nada. Es un manifiesto súper cerrado, súper, súper cerrado. O sea, es un manifiesto que está hablando de la pintura contemporánea o del arte contemporáneo como si estuvieran hablando en 1900, no sé, o en 1920 o en 1960, hablando como del choque que hay entre la figuración y el arte abstracto, el expresionista abstracto. O sea, es una cosa súper vieja, se siente vieja, obsoleta, los comentarios son como, no son educados, se me hace, pero está como el manifiesto. Y yo cuando leo eso, yo siempre digo, perdón, pero no. O sea, si ustedes van a cambiar, cambien. Y si van a expresar lo que es su misión, lo que es como el respeto que tienen por otro tipo de obra, pues déjenlo manifiesto, déjenlo por escrito y hablen de eso. No digan, porque ellos pueden decir, no, mire que nos hemos vuelto muchísimo más abiertos a lo que era el MEAM hace muchos años. Hace unos, no sé, 8 años, 6 años. Y eso lo entiendo y lo acepto, pero todavía está escrito y todavía tienen ese aire dogmático que a mí no me gusta. Y yo soy una de esas personas que me disculpan, pero me perdonan, pero que si hay una cosa así escrita que está diciendo esto es lo que, este es como, estos son los valores que nos identifican, y si todavía existe eso, pues a mí no me gusta. Y yo digo, ¿y yo para qué voy a mandar una obra en un sitio que están escribiendo cosas que no me gustan? Por más de que sea un sitio como, ay, no, pero ese sitio lo valida usted y es chévere estar en esa exposición. Pero yo pienso como que no porque no me gusta lo que ustedes dicen ni lo que creen. Entonces, hasta que no cambien eso, tristemente, o sea, en mi caso, y yo puedo estar en mi islita y ser el único idiota que cree estas cosas, pero en mi caso, por eso les digo, las palabras importan y lo que uno escribe importa. Y en mi caso no me gusta. No quiero pertenecer a un sitio que escribe unas cosas que no, para mí son súper viejas y como sordas a lo que es el mundo de arte contemporáneo. Es que hoy en día decir que el arte está en contra de la figuración es como de las cosas más descabelladas que uno puede decir. En pintura, además, es lo más ridículo que uno podría decir. Lo que les venía diciendo, hay hoy en día hay una sinergia entre el arte, digamos, o sea, los modelos de arte y educativos de arte que son basados en nociones clásicas académicas, todos ellos están repletos de alumnos. Y esas personas salen y pueden mostrar en galerías. Y hay otro tipo de estudiante de arte que se va a otro tipo de escuela con otras filosofías y termina haciendo figuración. Y es una figuración súper, incluso yo diría súper moderna. Es como yo ni sabría cómo identificarlo, pero y me refiero a moderna porque la verdad se siente como arte moderno de ese comienzo del siglo XX, que hemos dicho muchísimas veces que es como un homenaje a Bonnard y a Vuillard. Y hay resto de pintura como del siglo XX que está como llegando a la superficie y hay unos pintores talentosísimos que están tomando eso y volviéndolo una nueva cosa. Entonces, yo digo, pensar que todavía vivimos como estamos peleando contra el mundo del arte contemporáneo que va en contra del pintor figurativo, bleh, o sea, eso me da vómito. Eso se me hace que es como de lo más inmaduro y lo más ciego del mundo. Entonces, yo sería de esas personas que dice, yo nunca he ido al MEAM y la verdad no iría y yo me he hablado con Carlos mucho, yo me he escrito con él y es una persona, pienso yo, talentosísima y es una persona súper respetuosa y yo creo súper de mente abierta. O sea, él canaliza, por ejemplo, a Zamora y Resto en esa obra que está haciendo de Dante, eh, del, de, de esa serie de pinturas, de ese montonón de pinturas, yo no sé cuántas pinturas ha hecho, eh, pero, pero él es súper chévere, pero yo quisiera que esa voz de él o esa sensibilidad de él se expresara como ya definitivamente más en lo que es el MEAM. Pero, yo no sé, ese fue mi rant. Qué pena si suena extraño. Pero,
Hasta levantaste a Chile.
sí, pero yo creo que es que uno sabe en dónde, o sea, uno sabe como dónde pertenece. Y yo siento que yo no pertenezco allá. Por más de que me inviten y sean súper amables con la invitación, yo siento que yo no, o sea, si quiero ser consecuente con el artista que he sido toda mi vida, yo no puedo pensar que hay una exposición, estar allá es chévere, entonces olvidémonos de los valores que yo profeso solo por estar allá. Yo no soy así. Entonces, bueno, ese es mi rant.
Bueno, yo creo que le está dando hambre a Chile.
¿Sí? ¿Qué
Claro.
horas son?
1:11.
Sí, entonces hagamos una cosa porque...
Pero espérame, yo le podría ir a dar comida.
No, 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 tranquilix. No, porque es que si toca darle comida y esperar a que orine y esperar a que haga popó, toca hacer toda una producción.
Chili saluda. A ver, espérate.
Entonces,
Para la gente que no la ha visto. Acá. Sí,
sí, yo,
hola.
yo voy a terminar este zapato ahorita después, entonces por
Ujú.
fuera del en vivo. Pero era estamos buscando cómo retornar al en
Un
vivo.
equilibrio.
Sí, en vivo siendo consciente de Chili Life.
Sí,
Un Chill Life, son de ahora en adelante.
sí.
Entonces, bueno, no, lleguemos hasta acá.
Sí,
Está
lo
bien.
siento, es que estaba ya como...
¿Cómo vamos a sentir? Si Chili tiene hambre, uno tiene hambre también.
Pues sí, la verdad es que yo tuve hambre y me inventé que Chili tenía, no mentira.
Chilambre, un calambre en el estómago, un chilambre tenemos.
Eh,
So we're gonna stop. Um, we were waiting for Chili to wake up and so that she could sign us off. But we're gonna at least for the next few days, we're gonna try to balance our schedule and the times that we can be doing this.
yes.
By the way, I'm gonna say next week. So please, if you were interested in the course
Yes.
that we had been talking about. Next week, we're going to put that online for the people that are interested. It's going to start the first week of January, so we're gonna start 2023 like rolling right from the first week. So be mindful of that. There's going to be 12 people. It's going to be only open for 12 people. So if you're interested, please know that it's going to be a small group. The advantages of a small group is that, I'm going to talk to you about personally. We're going to talk about your work while, all the course is taking place. So there's only 12 spots available. It's going to be 8 weeks, 3 hours a week. We're going to do Saturdays, which is what I'm telling you guys. 8 weeks, 12 spots, and 3 hours a day is honestly, if you look around, that's pretty much par for course for what you can expect a course to be like. So we are not trying anything that goes outside what people already understand and people already expect from a course. We're going to have homework. You're going to be we're going to evaluate the homework. We're going to work in those 3 hours. We're going to have a moment at the beginning that is going to be, let's say, a bit of concept, presentation, and we're going to try to mix all of that together in the making of each piece. First one we're going to do is expression through color. We're going to start basic, and then we're going to start to build up. So it's going to center around color. So if you feel that color is something that you're struggling with, I think this will be a course that you could really, really appreciate. So that's going to be, we're going to put it up next week. So we're going to start January.
Yeah,
so
and
just
it's going to
keep
be
that in mind.
in our webpage, because
Yes.
Liad was saying where, so in our webpage.
Yeah, so
And
same-
Liad was, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
was
no,
also
go ahead,
asking
please, Danny.
3 hours every day or 3 hours a week.
No. So 3 hours every day, that is, I don't even know if that's a college course.
Yeah.
So we say course because, like me, I had, let's say, drawing courses or painting courses when I went to school, when I went to art school, but I didn't have like a class 3 hours a day every single
No.
day. I don't think nobody can offer that, or we are not big enough and we don't have enough different instructors to offer something
Yeah.
like that. No. This is a very, straightforward course. It's different from doing a workshop because it contemplates that because you're meeting once a week, you have time to do homework and you have time to produce, paintings. I'm going to be doing those same paintings. So I'm going to be working alongside everyone. Whatever I ask of you, I am also going to do. Like, I'm not going to be able to do all of those things, with the, on camera for everyone. But, it's the same deal. We're going to maintain the videos. We're going to do Zoom and we're going to maintain the videos, for everyone. We're probably going to put them privately on our YouTube channel, and we're just going to give you a password to view those. So super simple. There's nothing weird about this. We obviously don't have video servers, so we can't do that like in-house. That would be kind of, absurd. But no, we're going to do it with the tools that already exist, that already allow us to do that. If I'm going to share images, I'm probably going to do it through Dropboxes. So there's going to be a super simple setup, but everything that we need to do a proper course, we're going to have.
Yeah. So Liad was saying 3 hours a day is what you said. That's
Yes.
why I was asking.
Oh, 3 hours
yeah,
a day, 1 day
3
a week.
hours a day.
So I said 3 hours a day, 1 day a week.
Exactly. Yes.
1 day per week. So yeah.
Yes.
I think I said that immediately after 3 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to do Saturdays.
And
We're
all
gonna
the
do-
information is going to be
Yeah.
in, as we were saying, in our webpage.
Yes.
So
Next week.
Yeah, it's going to be next week. Thank you, everyone,
Yes,
for joining
thank you.
us.
Thank you.
And we're happy to be here.
Yes.
We're happy to have Chili here,
Yeah.
who is now, again, a little bit sleepy in my arms. So I don't know if we could.
Oh, no. She has to eat.
Yeah.
Just to keep her like on a schedule. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's best if she eats. Like, she has to eat 3 times a day. So
Yes. So that's it. And we'll see you soon. We're happy
Yes.
to be here.
Next week for sure.
Back here.
Yeah, and we'll try
So-
to, get some grounding and like some firm footing on how we do our lives from now on.
Yes.
But the reason that we've been inconsistent, like we can say that, it's because we're this little life is kind of becoming part of our life, and it's not such a simple thing as to say, oh, we're just gonna leave her like outside while we do this, or
No,
so-
she's tiny to
no,
do that.
no.
So.
We're at a point that we need to take care of Chili. So, yeah. So, we'll figure that out alongside you guys. So, thank you guys for your patience. Again, if you're interested in the course, just just be on the lookout. I think we're going to try throughout the year to offer a bunch of these.
Yes.
We're going to do this one first. I think the second one we're going to offer is going to be a, sort of like an image making, picture making course.
Which is
which is-
also cool because if you have like if you sign up
Yep.
for one course, you can sign up for the next
you
one.
you can do the next one, which we're going to do.
Yes.
We're going to emphasize different things. I mean,
Exactly.
obviously we're going to think about images while we're doing the color course, but in image making, we're going to exclusively think about picture making, like image making, composition design, and how to how our intent can actually be exhibited with the choices that we do when putting together a picture. So, but that's going to be the second one, and and again, it's going to be the same. We're going to start simple, and then hopefully something a bit more complicated with challenges that we're going to, weekly challenges that we're going to put like ahead of ourselves. So, if that sounds cool to you, again, 12 spots. I think that's super, super what you can expect from anyone, any artist or any institution or any workshop that you can find. We actually did a research with Danny,
Yes.
and what you can find, this is going to be no different than any of those places. Price is going to be no different from any of these places also. So don't expect a hike in price. Don't expect anything different from the information that's already out there from a lot of places that offer these sort of courses. So that's going to be it. So more info on that next week.
Yes.
Be on the lookout. And
So
that's it for
if
today.
you want to get more info about that, you can subscribe. If you want to see Chile more, if you want to see more Chile content, you can subscribe too.
Yeah.
We are super happy to be back, and we'll see you next week.
Yes.
So bye, everyone.
Argentina.